Man, come on! I'm ready to go! Calculated! We do this all day, every day! Remix time! Woohoo! Here we go! Get up! Now, foot kick! Ninja! Star! Cipher! Make way for the Ninja Star! Time to play. You gonna keep me waiting, babe? Such a lovely face. Stop, kid. You're killing me here. And only one of us is allowed to do the killing. PlayStation.
Hi, how you doing? Just trying to adjust my brain size here. Welcome back to another episode of Sets here on twitch.tv/Capcom Fires, the Tuesday show now, because we are moving along swiftly. Don't mind me, my brain. I'm just so big brain, galaxy brain. I just had to turn it into a pumpkin. Better late than never to celebrate the Halloween. But yes, hopefully you guys are doing all good and we're going to have some crazy banter. We got some very interesting guests on the show tonight. I'm going to be your host again, Jammerz, for tonight. But I can't do this alone. Maybe I could. I've got my Megamind head with me, my Megamind pumpkin head with me, but I can't do this alone because I have two amazing compadres that you might have to rate their costumes for. Richard, bring in the co-host. Let me see how they dressed up tonight. They outshone me. Jesus Christ, what is going on with these two? But yes, they are here. It is that looks like the guy in front of that new shooting game that came out last week, and that's Dalsim. That is Dalsim. I think we should talk to Dalsim first. Let's talk to Dalsim first. Dalsim, how you doing?
Yoga greetings to everyone tonight. I am actually very happy to be here. I was summoned here by my good friend Olvaha actually because I heard a rumor that there is a man in this show that slanders my name, and he's actually yoga slandering my name, and he's actually sitting next to me right now. Veggey, what do you say in your defense?
I mean, I don't need to defend myself. When I say something, I stand for it. And you know, you can see that with my makeup because I'm ready for anything right now.
Let it all out, my friend. Let it all out, my friend.
Yeah, I think I stand by what I said. And you know what I said, so I don't need to repeat that on camera, Mr. Dalsim. But I would like to say one thing that I thought was really interesting, and that was, first when I saw Jammer's costume, I was thinking, okay, but then I saw the size of the head, and I was thinking, if he is the leader of the triple gang or the trio or whatever we're called, then he must be the guy with the big brains, the big head. While I'm like this crazy evil skeleton, and you're a really broken character. So that's good
honestly,
trio.
I do have to say that I am bringing the yoga spirit here, and to my defense, Veggey, you actually did not give me a chance to defend myself. I wanted to say that if I have to standing medium kick a man 500 times, I will do that because can you really yoga blame me for that?
Yeah,
No,
you,
again,
you
you're right,
guys
yeah.
are having way too much fun. But yes, obviously Halloween was yesterday. But hey, listen, it's never too late to be in those celebratory spirits. And these guys definitely have some fun. But I'll tell you what, we're going to have some fun tonight on the show. Because as I said, we are going to have some lovely young guests tonight. But first, I have to make sure that we're all on the same page. Richard, give them the run of show because things have slightly changed. So we have actually changed our time zones here in Europe, or at least in the UK. We've gone from BST to GMT because obviously our clocks changed last night or 2 nights ago. And then so we are going to change it now. Or not change it now, but we'll change it for the next episode. But it is 8:20 in the evening here. We're going to be doing our lovely general talk and laughing at each other's costumes and the way we speak to each other for the next 10 to 12 minutes, as well as catch up on things, everything Street Fighter 5 related. Maybe some Street Fighter 6 stuff if you want to talk about that. And of course, afterwards, we're going to bring in our guests at the half-hour mark or around that point. And we're going to be talking to them for about 15-20 minutes. So if you want to stick around for that and hear their opinions on certain things, especially being young in the scene and playing games, and stick around for that. If you only want to see the games, please then head on our way. You can disappear, get a snack, get a drink, do your grocery shopping, and then come back at, of course, 9 p.m. Pacific. And then what will happen is we're going to have the games on there. Hopefully I haven't messed up my time zone in my head. But yes, if you come back basically in about 35 to 45 minutes, we will be getting the exhibition lined up for you shortly. But yes, speaking of the exhibition, Richard, roll on that special fight card, baby. We're going back to our backyard, our neck of the woods. We're heading back to the UK, ladies and gentlemen, and we are bringing on some of the youngest talent and some of the most active players we have in the Street Fighter scene right now. On your left, you may have seen him in the CPT, qualifying for the top 8. I think he got 5th or 4th place in the CPT that happened this past year, a couple of months ago. Cam the Cipher. It's not Cam the Chipper. It's Cam the Cipher. We'll get that sorted. But yes, Cam the Cipher, Oro Specialist, is going to be with us here, and we're going to be having a chat with him about all things Street Fighter related and how he feels about the fighting game community. His opponent, he's actually been super active, and he's improved substantially as well. 3 stars using the G. Obviously, when it was me and Sherry last week, our guest, shouts to Child233, he did say G was the best in the game, and he actually sent me a video this morning explaining why he thinks G is the best in the game. But yes, it's going to be Oro versus G. Veggey, how are you looking forward to this one?
Well, first off, I want to start by saying that it's really cool that this late into the game, there are so many strong, but also for us OGs, I don't know if we can call ourselves OGs. I don't really know what the rules are for these terms, but there are new players, and I'm not a new player. That's something I can say, and it's really cool that they're at this young age, just as we're transitioning from Street Fighter 5 into Street Fighter 6, because remember the players that were coming up at the end of Street Fighter 4 and what happened to them in Street Fighter 5, they became the new the new winners, the new kings. So we might be witnessing their early stages, like we see with Ending Walker. We might be witnessing the start of some of the players that we'll see in all the top 8s. I mean, we don't know. They're young. They're coming into the game. It's really exciting because when they've learned the game and then are still young with the next game, I feel like something magical happens and they just become incredibly strong. And you just see.
You would say that.
I know it's gonna be funny. That's why I'm laughing. I know it's gonna be great.
You'd say that it is a yoga revolution of the young.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That what I would never choose any other words than exactly those words. I don't know how you knew that. I think that must be why you're always pressing the right button at all times.
Telepathy.
Very good, very good. So, but you can see they are young and they are playing aggressive characters. It's the theme. They start out young. They don't think about the risk. They only think about the reward. And then they get older and they switch the character style to a bit more slow and controlled. So they're playing to their age and ability, and they're aggressive players and they're ready to beast each other.
I mean, you look like you're about to beast someone in the wrestling ring if we're not careful. Yeah, you definitely had a good don't do that on camera.
Do not make the yoga chuckle like that anymore, please.
He definitely had a good Halloween yesterday. But Olvaha, sorry, Dalsim.
Yes, my friend.
Characters.
It is understandable because I do have some resemblance to my friend here. So
you look like a colleague of mine, but Dalsim, you seem to be annoying a lot of characters in the game. How do you feel about these two characters that are gonna come on the stage?
Well, that is a great question, my friend Jammerz. I would say that I do have a slight edge against both of these characters, but when they activate, because it will yoga activate at some point in the round. And when they do that, it is going to be a tough time for any opponent, me included.
Well, I thank you so much for saying how you have barely any trials and tribulations in the game. Please,
You are most yoga welcome.
It's such a shame we couldn't get Phenom onto the call because he would have taken this chance.
Yeah, he would have loved it. Mr. Dawson,
Yes.
are you in fact the best character in this game? Street Fighter 5?
I think the word best is yoga relative to the beholder of the word. So I would say that to some, I might be the best. But it is up to everyone's mind to make their own opinion on that. And I cannot decide that for anyone because I am merely a humble student of the yoga arts.
Thank you for imparting your knowledge on
Yoga
us.
welcome.
Such a company answer there anyway. But yes, you know what? He's talking about him being the best in the game. But I'll tell you who's one of the best players in the world. It was Angry Bird because he won the CPT over this past weekend for the Middle East. If you didn't see it, go on YouTube and check it out. He had to face his brethren Big Bird in the final. And it was a clean sweep there. So shouts to Angry Bird for qualifying for the CPT once again. We'll see at the finals. That Ken, man, I'm telling you, he's gone from Akuma, Ibuki, Zeku, Seth, he's Rashid, back on Ken, and he's putting in the work, man. One of the best players around. Always a treat to watch this guy. Cannot wait to see him at the final. All we do now is you just wait for Big Bird to come through and win the World Warrior. It could happen. He's in a strong position to do so. But yes, much appreciated for the guys at Blue Coast as well as St. Cola and Bishop for doing the commentary over the weekend. Angry Bird is the winner of that. We will see you soon. But yeah, Veggey, I mean, did you catch any of the CPT over the weekend?
I caught, I'm very good at English, as you know. I caught some of the CPT action over the weekend, but I did not catch all of it, if that's what you're asking. But I was expecting one of the birds to win. I know, I remember the match when Big Bird was playing GTR, the 4 top 8. That one was really, in top 16 for top 8, that one was really tight. And it would have been cool to see some shake-up, but at the same time, both Angry Bird and Big Bird are my friends, hang out in tournaments since Big Bird was like the age of our guests today. So that's another one of those young players that just suddenly became the it thing when she on the yeah. So I'm really happy. We didn't get any upsets. We expected the grand finals. We got the grand finals we expected, and we expect what we expect of World Warrior, but I'm sure Big Bird is a little bit like, okay, I need to focus, but in my head, he's qualifying out of World Warrior, so...
Okay, fair. Yeah. And Dalsim, how about you? Did you do you watch CPT at all? I don't know.
I do not own earthly material as televisions go, but sometimes I get glimpses of these events where great warriors are fighting against each other, and I had a vision in my head when I was meditating. And I did notice that Angry Bird did absolutely fantastic, and I do have to agree with my friend. I call him my friend even though he hates me, but I agree with my friend Veggey here that Big Bird will most likely come through from the World Warriors event. So I am looking forward to his performance in the future.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your input there. But yes, this is what the CPT qualified player list is looking like right now. Angry Bird being the latest player to qualify. You got Takamura, Phenom, Ronaldinho, Jabi M, Solving, Travis Styles, Kawano winning the Evo, Mena, Brandon, Dookie, Momochi, Just a Kid, Crimson, Four Fills, and Samurai. These are all the players that are qualified from the online premieres. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more positions available to the community when their respective World Warrior finals happens next month, because we are in November now. So things are coming to a close in terms of competitive season as people prepare for the finals. But it's going to be nothing shy of amazing. Going to be fantastic stuff to see. But speaking of which, of the World War, we did have another one that happened over the weekend with Salt Mine. I believe it was just Germany there. Shouts to Ritas and the rest of the Salt Mine crew. So if Richard pops up the graphic there so the people can see, we got a big congratulations to Escudo for winning the 4th tournament out of the 5 for the German CPT World Warrior.
Grand finals was absolutely insane.
Yeah, and I think there was another German event happening over the weekend as well.
crossover.
Yes, there was actually.
Yeah, Jimmy was there, Takamura was there, Crossmoon was there. Shouts to Crossmoon on the commentary desk. There was a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, Escudo putting in the work, accumulating those points, making sure he cements his spot in the final 8 for the World Warrior Regional Finals. Fasa coming second. I'm not sure if he was using his hitbox, so he went back to his stick. We got Murshid as well. Murshid been putting in that work with the Ryu Holusion, Riso, or is it Riso H? We got Angry Mojo-san. I should say Papa Mojo-san because he is a dad. Shout outs to Papa Mojo-san. Lakdaksh, I probably have butchered that name, but I'm going to ask someone how to pronounce that properly later because she is German. And then, of course, Masenko as well. Masenko's been putting a lot of work. So yes, good diverse roster of characters. The guy's been putting in the work. But Alex taking the 4th out of the 5th tournament there. You know what? It's going to be tough to call the German CPT World Warrior, you know, because I feel
it's one of the harder ones.
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones where anyone can show up on the day. There's probably about maybe 10 players that can qualify for the cup. And then again, I love it how people sometimes forget Jimmy can actually compete because Jimmy was competing from Street Fighter 4 and he does work and does damage here like he did.
And I think he got second at the
he only
offline
lost,
event.
he only lost to Takamura. He reset the bracket and then Takamura beat him 3-1 or 3-0. So he still got it in.
I do feel like Fasa is coming into form again after kind of like surviving, you know, readjusting after the nerfs. I feel his strength is really starting to shine again now, so which is the perfect timing for that to happen. So, and Shkuro, he's always been there. I don't feel like he ever fell off. His characters just got better, and he just proved that now by winning that event. So I think at least like the Jimmy, Shkuro, and Fasa, in my mind, are like 3 really big
Contenders, yeah.
I want to say, yes, I want to add to this that it is a good thing to find strength in a moment of weakness, and Fasa has done exactly that. And I think that is one of the core teachings of yoga.
I cannot believe you are giving us this advice for free. That is phenomenal.
And Dulcim,
Do not worry. I do not care for financial things or earthly material as you might.
Well,
one question, Dulcim.
Yes.
Where in the yoga does that fit in between all the stretching?
that's a good question.
I mean, it is everywhere, my friend. Just as I am able to reach the back of my back here, the hand here that I possess, I think all of these wisdoms should be as flexible as our bodies are.
Flexible as our mind and body. And just to bring before we move on to the next thing. Before we move on to the next thing, because there is one more thing we got to mention before I bring in our lovely guests in. You mentioned that you have no effect or no desire for material things. That's a funky pair of headphones you got on your head there. A little bit pretty expensive, but anyway.
I got yoga donated them. Do not question it.
I didn't question anything. I just made an observation. I'm very good at making observations. It's part of the job.
Yes, you are.
But,
I have been watching you, my friend.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pop the website up now if the guys in the stream team can do so. Yeah, Street Fighter League happened yesterday, episode 4. If you do want to go and check that out, you can. There is a website we do have, which is streetfighterleagueeurope.com. You can find out all the team information there, the weekly schedule, how the leaderboard is panning out, and obviously news on Street Fighter League as well. The archives are put on the YouTube. This is our Street Fighter League. Obviously, myself and Veggey were a part of it, so I'm going to plug it as much as I possibly can. Like we said, week 4 just happened there. You can catch it there. Myself, Logan Sama, F-Word on the desk and hosting, as well as Veggey playing as well. All the information that will be there as well. Okay, now, much appreciate that for Stream Team. Now, I think it's about high time that we bring in our lovable guests, Cam the Cipher and 3Starz. Yeah, listen, we got to talk to these guys because I'm very curious to ask them about a lot of things, and then obviously hear their opinions on the game, as well as, you know, let these guys be free as the young birds that they are. So, yes, if we can get these two to unmute their mics, looks like they have, so let me just double check. Okay, so Cam the Cipher, 3Starz, can you both hear me loud and clear?
Yep.
Hey, perfect.
Welcome, friends.
Everyone is here. So, perfect. Cam the Cipher, 3Starz, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to join us tonight on this little special and obviously showcase your skills and have a chat with us about Street Fighter, of course. Obviously, in this part of the show, we're going to have a pre-match interview before you guys just basically hit each other with your V-triggers for about 19 games possible. And then you guys can be moody about it afterwards, as all teenagers do when they lose their game online.
Or you could take a page from Dawson's book and teach it all, use it all as a lesson, like a journey that you explore and enjoy, losing or winning.
Well,
I think your journey, Veggey, is a very beautiful, and I think you've turned a new leaf in your life here, and I do think it's very beautiful.
Well, thank you. You guys can kiss and make up later while I ask these questions. Anyway.
Yoga, kiss, and makeup?
Right. I want to know, first thing I got to ask you both is I'm always curious about a backstory or anything behind people's handles that they use online. So I want to ask the both of you. Cam, we'll ask you first. Where does Cam the Cipher actually come from?
Well, I had a friend that basically put her name in front of the _ Cipher, and I thought it had quite a nice ring to it. So I completely stole it as like a joke, and then it just stuck because I did well in CPT, and I guess I'm stuck with this name now.
So have you not had this name for long, or have you had it for more than 4 years maybe? I don't know.
I've had it for 2 years-ish.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Is Cam short for your real name, or?
Yeah, short for Cameron.
Okay, cool. So Cam the Cipher. I like that. Interesting. Okay. He stole the name of somebody. That's brilliant. Muscle needed something very similar as well, but I like that.
Every name has a story hidden behind them.
Well, of course. There should always be
very
an origin.
wise.
But
Thank you.
It's kind of like obvious though, Dalsim, but okay.
Sometimes the obvious must be. Sometimes the obvious must be stated aloud.
Yeah, I like that you said that. You keep talking about your non-material things as headphones on your head. Anyway, 3Starz. What about you? Where does your name come from?
So when I at first started playing the game in 2016, I decided to name it 3Starz because I wasn't really as good at the game before, so I decided, in terms of rating, I decided to go with 3Starz as that's currently my level, and on a one day reach maybe 5 stars.
So you're kind of going through a similar progression I am, because when I started YouTube and playing games, I called myself HD, and then someone said, well, you might as well upgrade the quality because 4K is the best quality out there now. So maybe for Street Fighter 6, you're going to change it to 5 stars, maybe 10 stars?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, do you know what you should do, right? Do you know what you should do? So here's what you do. The next Street Fighter game, here's what you do. You treat it like a Google review. You always give a character out of 4.5, 5-star, 3.5. If you want to stick with that name, you can do. But I mean, I'm just giving you suggestions here. But it's interesting to see because obviously a lot of games nowadays, they're doing a, what do they call it? Like a skill-based match to determine where you go. I can't remember. It's got a specific name, but I know another fighting game's done it. I know, where it's like you play those ranking matches, so that the game decides where you go, what bracket you stay in to make your time easier. I mean, maybe that's where the 3Starz came from, because I don't think Street Fighter 5 did that. I think you just played it online. Isn't that right, Veggey? There was no ranking system before that.
There was no.
There was for characters you had the kind of like the DCBA, A plus.
Oh, the pie chart and the rankings.
The battle point system for characters, and then you had the player points, which were the more similar to MMR, but farmable in a way that MMR isn't. That was much harder to increase once you got to the top of the player base, because then you would, you know how it worked.
Okay.
So I think it's in Street Fighter 5. It's the first time with this ranking system, diamond, gold, etc. But there were no placement matches, right? So we just
That's
started.
what they were, placement matches.
It's more like the I don't know if you played in the arcades, Street Fighter 4, for instance. It's like you start at 0 BP, and then you grind your way up in the ranks. And I feel like our ranked system online is more similar to an arcade rank system than matchmaking ranked system. which is
Okay.
fine, I think, for Street Fighter because you need to play everyone. You need to play. It's so matchup specific that it's actually I've thought about it, and I think actually it's really good for your experience to get you ready for tournaments overseas or wherever.
Okay.
Some fights cannot be avoided, so you should not run away from your problems. You should actually face them head on.
I feel this might have been the perfect time to bring on Dalsim for the young'uns. This might have been the greatest time, so they can just take their words of wisdom and leave, and just tell their parents and other friends. It's like, I got free advice today. That was great. Yeah. But
I'm always happy to help young, old, or medium age. Anything works. I want to help everyone.
I would like to. Can I expand on this conversation a little bit, Jammerz, with my question here?
Yeah, go
or
for
it's
it.
It's not exactly the same, but this one is for both, and I just want to know why young players such as themselves got into such a high learning curve game like Street Fighter when it's so usual for them to just play team games with each other or something like that. So what made you? How did you discover fighting games or Street Fighter, which is not as common for young players to start playing? We can start with Cam the Cipher.
So when I was younger, my dad bought me Street Fighter 4 for Christmas. So like I played the game loads, like just didn't know any combos or anything. I just played it because, and it was really fun. And then I left that for a long time to play like multiplayer games. And then COVID hit, and I realized I wasn't actually very good at shooters. I was pretty rubbish. I wasn't actually really enjoying myself. So I thought, oh well, and then I was like looking for games that I could play, and I saw an episode of NLBC when I was looking at Street Fighter, and it just really intrigued me. And I saw Idon's Laura, so I was like, right, I'm gonna play this game. And yeah, I picked up Laura, and pretty much ever since I've just played that because I found it was way more fun to learn because it felt like it made it like I wasn't letting anyone down because it wasn't a team game, so it was only myself to blame, so I could work on it way easier.
Okay.
Because I used to just be a salty little child and just blame all my other teammates as to why I lost and why I'm stuck in like Bronze League.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. 3Starz. What about you?
So I kind of got inspired to play fighting games because back in 1994, I believe, my dad, he went to a Street Fighter tournament against Ryan Hart.
Oh.
Yeah, and Street Fighter 2 to be precise. But then I ended up taking inspiration from my dad and started playing Street Fighter for a bit when I was younger.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Sick. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Okay.
I love to hear these stories where other people
They're great.
inspire you and get you in these games.
No, that's interesting. I like that.
Love to hear it.
Well, maybe if Ryan saw your dad, he'd remember.
Yeah, and that's extra cool because then it's like your dad competed in Street Fighter, played against Ryan Hart, and then 16 years later, his son comes to compete in Street Fighter, and the end boss is still there, like playing, so the son can get the chance at the. I don't know how it went in that match. I don't know if there would be a run back or a revenge match or whatever, but it's more like a plot to like a story, like a movie or a cartoon or something. Very cool.
Well, I mean,
I actually
more suitable, but yeah, go on then. Dalsim, please enlighten us.
thank you very much for this turn, Jammerz, my friend. I wanted to extend this question to Cam the Cipher, actually, because he did tell us that he started off with Laura, but you have recently found my friend Oro, who is also my master.
Sorry.
And I was wondering, what made you decide to learn the arts of the hermit, the sage, and what made you gravitate towards Oro, my friend?
Well, I played Laura for a long time. I think I got her to Grandmaster, and then the winter update, I believe, was when V-Shift was put into the game.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming V-Shift fully. Like,
Wow.
obviously, V-Shift was just a big factor. I liked the fact that it was practically 50-50 a lot of the time in a lot of Laura's mix-ups, and I liked the risk, whereas I felt post V-Shift, it felt like there was too much risk for such little reward, and I was just really stressed playing Street Fighter. So,
Wow.
like, I I was thinking a potential character change, but I just like couldn't be bothered. But then I started losing quite a bit, and then I just thought, right, well maybe I'll start looking at a new character. I was like took inspiration from Brian F. Zoro, and I thought, hey, this character looks really fun, so I started playing him for a bit, and I just basically played him in casuals for ages, and it got to the point where I just hadn't played Laura in such a long time. I just thought, well, I might as well stick with this character because he's more fun. So, and it was just really awesome. Every week there was a new way to optimize Oro, and it was really enjoyable to just see this new potential, and especially when he got fully buffed in the most recent update. It's just opened up so much more opportunities, and he's just such a fun character, and I'd take that over top tier any day.
I mean, you got one of the best V triggers in the game, so
Do take note. Do take note that.
But then I also have one of the worst neutrals in the game.
Please,
Why not?
please,
Well, look,
please,
wait,
my
listen,
friend.
we're not. Well, Dalsim Aura's your boy. You have no right of talking. Me and Veggey just
Yes,
don't
I wanted
play.
to tell that my master is still holding one of his arms behind his back, so he only has
Doesn't feel like
power
it.
to show.
Well,
Surely doesn't feel like he's doing that anymore.
well, I mean, listen, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Obviously, there are a couple of matchups where Aura does struggle pretty badly. I can agree with Cam on that one. Well, listen, you can ask Broski about that one. He definitely hates that. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, Ed, Poison, Ken. I can't remember Balrog. No, I can't remember if it was Balrog, but
Arog wasn't good.
okay. Well, he just has a rough time in general. But 3Starz. What about you? Why did you pick G? G's a very complex character. It seems that you youngins like to pick characters that are very complex. Why G?
To be honest, I wanted to play G because when I first tried out his trials and discovered his moveset, I just got really interested all of a sudden because he has a lot of resources, like the levels, and he has a lot of combos. So yeah.
Okay, fair. I mean, because it's just something I've noticed that a lot of young players, well, maybe minus Ending Walker, obviously he's optimized Ed to, like, you know, to the upteenth degree. He's taking that character to new heights. But a lot of you guys definitely like these characters. 3Starz, in your opinion, can you tell me 3 bad matchups for G, in your opinion?
I struggle against Karin, Kuma, and Kage a little bit.
Kage?
Yeah.
Why'd you
Kage-
struggle against Kage?
I can get it.
I don't. That's why I wanted to explain it to me.
I also understand this struggle.
Kage, he has a lot of resources as well, like the teleport, the Raging Demon setup, so I always get caught up in that.
Okay, not by his dive kick or like his red fireball in the neutral. It's just mainly when he has opportunity to land big damage. That's what's giving you a hard time because what, maybe lack of defensive options or something?
It's mostly the dive kick, actually. Yeah, I always get caught up with that when I try to anti-air it.
But do you think that's a personal thing, or do you think it's a matchup thing? That's for G.
I think that's personal, to be honest.
Okay, no, listen. All it is, we just want to know because obviously with a lot of guys, we speak amongst ourselves, 3Starz, and we speak to a lot of guys that come on this show and just players in general. Sometimes people will mix up matchup problems with personal problems. Like I'm going to tell you, I personally don't like fighting Zangief, but you all know, you're probably going to be laughing. It's like, how the hell does Jammerz not like fighting Zangief? It's a personal problem. Like, that's it. But, like, the character I play, that just goes completely against the grain. So it's always good to just ask and decipher because, again, you guys play this game just as much, if not as more than we do. And this is where you can share your opinion. So if you've got an interesting opinion, I want to hear it. Like, that's it. That's all it is.
For sure.
Really.
It's very,
But,
and I can see
Veggey.
that because even as Birdie, even though I think Birdie beats like Kage, I can experience these weird jump situations with the dash mix of that makes it a little bit like weird to play. So I can definitely see G with a slower anti-air that doesn't have Oki kind of find that annoying. So I can definitely see it from that slow big body perspective.
It is easy to lose the control of the match with such chaos on screen.
Well, coming from you, I find that very hard to believe.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I was not yoga talking about myself.
Anyway, you don't have to, but your tone says a lot.
That was kind of rude of you.
Well,
Jammerz.
anyway, right. I've got about 2 more questions before we have to go to our break. So I want to ask both the players here. This might sound a bit weird, but I just had this theory the other day. I'll get Cam's opinion on it first. Cam, do all the young players talk to each other? So you, 3Starz, Ending Walker, Zion Woods. Is there like a Discord, or you guys got a WhatsApp group or something where you guys talk about fighting games, or do you just bump into each other and just complain about each other's characters like us?
No. So I think me and 3Starz are in contact a lot. We play sets often. I'm in quite good contact with Ending Walker because I play with Theo, or the high-low kid, quite often in sets, so we play a lot. But Zion, I've met at Versus Fighting, and we play in ranked sometimes. We don't exactly play like on purpose. Be nice to, but yeah, we just don't. But for the most part, yeah, I'd like to say we all sort of stay in contact.
Okay.
For the most part. There's not like a designated Discord or anything, but we're like, yeah.
Okay. If a Discord comes about, don't say I didn't give you the idea. You guys just magically
It is
made
good
it.
to
Enders,
stay-
we'll make a Discord.
Oh dear.
I see you in chat.
Anyway, 3Starz. What about you? Obviously, Cam said you guys are in contact, and obviously, when I was talking to both of you guys in fair contact, do you speak to other players, other young players around the UK or around the world in general, or do you just have a tight knit group of friends?
I do play with I don't know if you know this Bison player called Dado Margo.
Oh, the Italian Bison player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I play with him quite a bit, and I'm in contact with him as well.
Okay, fair. I mean, because again, look, you guys are the new talent for us. If you guys stick around with fighting games, you're the next generation. So that, I'll tell you this now, you guys have a lot more resources to play and communicate with each other and see what each other's doing than we did, say, I want to say 8 to 10 years ago, probably even less than that. So you guys have definitely got that luxury as well. I think I probably got, I've got time for one more question before we hit the break. I love this question because I want to hear everyone's opinion. Cam, we'll ask you first. In your opinion, Cam the Cipher, who is the best character in Street Fighter 5?
I've got to not be biased. I think probably Luke. I think it has to be Luke because he's like it's the most consistent. But in my biased opinion, I'd say Ed.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, give me, in your heart of hearts, tell me why you think it's Ed.
I think the way they balance Flicker is probably one of the main reasons. I don't think Flicker isn't the only reason. I think the way the character sort of works in general is it's just I feel like the character, I don't know, it feels like I'm guessing a lot in a -2 situation, like in Flicker, because of the weird active frames, and he's got really good mix-ups. So I think his V-trigger is perhaps one of the best in the game, the V-trigger 2, because you can't V-reversal it. It's really good pressure, and I just feel like overall, especially because it's a 7-3 matchup for myself, that's why I'm biased, but it's it's a very, very good character in my opinion.
Okay, fair. No, listen, I like hearing people's opinions. I want to hear something different from the, Luke Chun's and this guy. One of my co-hosts is not here, so Dalsum's come in his place. So.
Yes.
But 3Starz, surprise me. Who do you think the best characters in Street Fighter 5 at this current point in time?
In my opinion, I would say Oro. Because
He is my master for a reason.
go!
He is
Yeah.
my master.
Let
for
him
a
speak.
reason.
Let him speak.
That's
While I
embarrassing if I lose now.
3Starz. Why do you think Aura's the best in the game?
to be honest, is mainly because of his V trigger. Like he's really fun to play. He has really nice combos as well.
Yes.
Tengu, you could do a lot of setups as well and find new combos pretty much every day.
That's insane.
It is not insane, my friend. It's just a different opinion of yours.
Yes, it is. That's why it's insane. Anyway, what we
spread
are
this.
going to do, I need a minute to gather my thoughts because I've heard some wild opinions in these past couple of days, but everyone's entitled to them. So what we are going to do is we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I'm going to make sure Cam the Cipher and 3Starz in this lobby for this first to 10. G versus Oro. You don't want to miss it. Grab those snacks. We'll see you in 5 minutes.
So I've been thinking about strength, man. Strength, might, the power to fight. Is it money, authority, a cool job, a ton of likes? Okay. Let's keep it simple. I want to be strong. Can you believe it? We got self-driving cars. The time's coming, we'll be taking rockets to Mars. And yet you still got folks out there using their fists and bodies to seek strength. Yeah, I hear you, man. We're all a bunch of fools. But, you know, if you want to know about strength, you just gotta get to it. We fighting fools are all getting to it on the streets. You won't know what hit you.
Let me have some fun.
Let's get this mission started. This will be a good fight. Got you in my sights. Neutralized. Come on. Predictable. Time to end this. Fire. Double. Seven. I'm just on another level.
My friends, welcome back to the Shrine of Action here on Capcom Fighters. I am Dulcin, and I am joined by my friend Veggey here. Also, Veggey, I wanted to ask you, because we have been having this discussion, because you have been slandering my name before in the show. So I wanted to ask you, now that we have two guests that have not said my name, what is your defense against these actions from these newer players.
You know, first of all, I'm not really Veggey. I'm undead Veggey. He's a lot scarier than regular Veggey. So don't forget that. This is the undead version. It might have some dangerous talk. Anyway,
I shall take that into notice.
remember that these are kids, and kids rarely respect old people these days. So they're probably just thinking Dalsim is old, he's not that good, but they will experience it at one point, maybe when they're older, and then they'll be like, yes, Veggey was right. So that is my answer to you, Mr. Dalsim.
I see that, undead Veggey. You have some insight in that mind of yours. So we shall see what happens in this upcoming set. And I am anticipating in my mind, I am reading Jammerz's mind. He will appear with us in a very short notice here.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just
as anticipated.
I was taken aback by Dalsim letting something of a commoner get to him while he's in a state of meditation.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
what do you mean by that?
First, it's the headphones, and you say you have no care or like desire for material things, and now you're letting
My friend,
now you're letting a peasant get to you. What?
my friend, as I stated earlier, this is a good friend. A good friend donated these headsets for me so I can visit your show here. And I am glad for that opportunity because I am learning a lot, as all of you should be learning a lot as well, because age does not matter. You can always learn something new.
Oh, with age comes experience. You know the kids say these days.
I heard that old people stop learning though. What do you think about that? I mean, Mr.
I
Dalsim.
say that the pathways of yoga are something that will never cease.
Okay, I don't think I've seen this matchup.
No,
in a very,
this is
like,
one of the
often at all.
reasons why it kind of killed two birds with one stone, right? Both of them are super young. Obviously, Cam the Cipher is 16, 3Starz is 15, and this is a matchup that they play a lot, but we actually rarely see it at the highest level. So I do actually want to see how this unfolds. I was talking to
yes.
I was talking to Cam the Cipher before, and he said he can't really use V skill 1 because if he summons the Onibi, then that means G gets to level up for free, and that's what makes the matchup beyond terrible.
I want to see my master go all out in this.
So Cam thinks that this matchup is terrible for
Oral. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I mean, he's starting out great though. Definitely has the control.
That makes it safe that V-Trigger's going to be gone very soon.
Nice dumble jump as well from my master.
All right. Firing away. Oh, that could have been a whip punish there
that
from
was a very
3Starz. And do you know what? Like, he's substantially improved when I first played him using G. Obviously, the both of them had more time to play the game, more time to learn things. Like I said, they both pick complex characters, and it looks like they love the kind of characters that got that, super in depth.
He's in trouble now.
One command grab will do it.
They probably have. I can't believe he actually brought that back after the V-Trigger ran out. With all the resources Cam the Cipher had, and I feel like they have done that mix-up, that empty jump, into like a throw or command throw every time before today. And today on the set, it was like, I'm not risking it. Let me go for that medium punch.
He's going to spend the CA early here, Cam the Cipher, and he's going to build from there. Let's see what he does, because if he throws fireballs, he can just charge up. But he's got to change the timing of the medium and the light Nichirincho, so he messed up the G barrier timing.
But I like the early spend meter Daigo thing. Build more. When it's not the last round, why not just spend it early? Try to build something more. You might even get another one at the end of this round if he's really close with a lot of throws. Who knows? Nice anti-air from 3Starz though. Ready for that?
Anti-air. It wasn't a floating state. So if Cam the Cipher does the wrong thing, that's going to be a CA activation.
Yeah, he needs to do this so he can get some space. Because he's fighting out of the corner.
I actually got caught not blocking for half a frame there, and 3Starz taking all those rocks into the face. Cam.
And look at that. You know what? He started the round with CA before Cam. He's got another one to start the round with if he sees another G burst. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that meter build is pretty fantastic on.
Spacing. Oh, I love the walk up stand fierce instead of trying to get the punish on the what is the name of that spin kick, Jammerz?
Which one? G's one or Oro's?
Oro's, when he kicks you after the special and puts you in a fake mix-up, like a fake a frame, like a spacing mix-up.
The forward medium kick.
No, the special.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah, in the light version.
It's a long name. If you really want me to say it, I can say it, but it's long.
I'll just call it spin kick.
All right, hold on. Activation here. Try to catch a V-shift or something, but Cam the Cipher, he's got good defense. He's going to hold this one out.
Nice.
He might be.
That's the...
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. And that was so good because he found the whip punish on that one with the activation. Had he been close, he could have probably comboed into the uppercuts and into the uppercuts. So that was kind of like, he was just waiting for the perfect opportunity. Whatever happened after that flip kick, Cam the Cipher would counter it with that activation. Great awareness and great early stoppage.
Yeah, good stuff there. And the thing is as well, you have to remember, that's something that a lot of people weren't doing for a while. More players are starting to do it now, where they actually just activate the V-trigger as a whiff punish and get the full unscaled damage from there. And because there's a lot of recovery in the spin kick, he done it like a 7-8 for a medium. He got the full unscaled damage there. So good stuff there to Cam Cipher, taking game number 1. Minamushi punished, yep.
As expected from my master, he's putting on a great show.
Ooh, what a read on that jump from Cam the Cipher. Yes, slowly put 3Starz closer to the corner. They're just trading minus moves into spacing traps right now.
You know what I'm actually liking from Cam the Cipher's gameplay? He's putting out the fireballs, he's anticipating the V-skill from 3Starz, and he's dashing in, so he's not giving any free resources because he will be in 3Starz' face.
Oh, he does the...
frame tight setup?
Yeah, yes, that would have left him at maybe like, maybe +3, +4. Something super tight he could have worked with.
That's safe.
It's
He's already out of the V-trigger, yeah. He runs out so fast now.
One thing to be kind of comfortable with though for 3Starz is that when you go for those big reads, you don't mind if they V-shift because the V-shift is such a powerful tool for Oro. You don't really care if they V-shift. That's also a win in itself. But now is the danger zone. But 3Starz finds the jump out.
Watch out for the reversal.
And into the Oki as well. Nice interruption from Cam the Cipher. Very
that was too good.
That was gutsy, yeah.
And I love the V reversal immediately after the scrambly situation and then the shimmy for the round. That was such an important closeout with that full V trigger coming for 3Starz.
Yeah, I think 3Starz needs to put Cam the Cipher in the corner quicker than the other way around. Cam can work around certain things, gets a crush counter.
Crush counter.
Gonna get an EX max kick. Oh, he missed it. See, he wasn't close enough.
He missed it.
Yeah, he did do the micro.
Interesting.
Punished. And gets the OK.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the double dash Oki instead of the presidential level, which is...
I understand.
Yeah, it seems to be more valuable at this point. Ooh, what a read.
Oh, what a conversion.
I love the hit. I love the confirmations from the juggles from 3Starz, and he's gonna get some heavy damage from this command grab as well.
Stun's coming soon.
Oh, he did the auto timing, but it worked out for him. That was good. But now Cam comes with many throws that he must take. Try to air.
Kind of activation as well. This is gonna be heavy damage if Cam the Cipher is gonna land a hit there. Almost had it.
Such a fortunate situation, and he even...
He's gonna get the punish. No, he used the wrong.
He must have missed the button, and Cam missed the punish again. It was drops on drops on drops, and that's why they're both still alive right now. One V-bar, though, on 3Starz side.
He needs to be aware of that level 2 fireball right now from 3Starz because it will devour. There you go, and that's so fast.
And the thing is, it was a level 2 EX version as well. It was going to make him safe from punishment. That was a very good choice there from 3Starz. It's going to be... One thing you have to remember about both these characters is how they're going to navigate around and utilize their fireballs at different ranges. Obviously, the further away it looks like Cam the Cipher is comfortable just, you know, throwing out a projectile and then running behind it. See if 3Starz uses the G barrier to kind of absorb it and build V-meter, or is he going to do something else? 3Starz, his fireballs, obviously, they're more toned down. They're trickier to work with, but it still looks like he has an answer for this matchup.
To me, though, looking at these two play with the tools they're using, it doesn't really look very lopsided to each side. But that's also, you also have to factor in players, right? But when just looking at this, it looks like a match where both characters can fight each other.
The counter hit
great jump. And that's what Zangief from Berry plays. They just get cornered and jump out. That's how you corner the opponent.
Right.
Great stuff from 3Starz right now.
He's so aware. That's what you call young man reactions.
Oh, nice interruption.
Oh, he's got maximum level, and he caught him with the gimmick. Well, it's not a gimmick if it works. Yeah, of course that was intentional.
Yeah, but so intentional because he had that frame kill with the jab first as well. Oh, and this time he does it with the V-skill.
Yeah. Do you know what? He's practiced that. He's worked on that. And that's something that's happened. That's something that's happened between the two of them before because he didn't go for the grab. He went for the barrier to stop him from jumping out. So
what an amazing sequence from 3Starz, though.
Good G
Oh,
play.
he's gonna get the confirm as well. There you go. That's gonna be easy peasy for him.
Wow.
Nice tech as well. Oh, that was actually kind of meaty. It was really awkward to block the Oro's forward medium kick there.
Oh, I love that walk off though. He was not afraid of wake up button. He walked a couple of maybe 3-4 steps before pressing.
All right, showing out that hard kick with malicious intent here. Gets hit with a G burst, goes back to the full screen. Didn't take a chance to level up though there, so he's gonna have to take this Tengu Stone. He's gonna get tossed around 6 times. There's one. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's getting conversion. Yeah, I feel 3Starz Ping just don't want him to get every throw. You want to like get out of at least one of them, and that's the time you get hit.
Because he's trying to, at least from my perspective, what he's trying to do is he's trying to get that one escape so he can do EX dash low or the G smash over, so he can activate and then get him to block. He doesn't want to just firm it and be reversal out. He wants to activate his own trigger and make him suffer.
This is great. He gets the cancel even on whip there.
Yeah.
But I like that when he's far away that he's still using the V skill just to build some V-bar, forcing Cam to place closer.
Yeah, nice answer from 3Starz as well on the air to air. He's using that jumping medium punch, which actually forces the opponent to the ground.
Button press there from Cam Cipher. Good interruption. Look at
That was
that.
a really good heavy kick from Cam Cipher.
I wonder why I didn't do the hit grab.
Now he's gonna go for the overhead again. He hasn't landed those really. 3Starz has been punishing those pretty well.
Here comes the activation though. What's it gonna be? And he finds hit. 3Starz just does not have the patience to just take these throws, and just like that, Cam up 2 games. 3Starz looking to take that round fight. He looked strong, but after that activation, he's really not dealing with it.
My friends, could this be one of the reasons why 3Starz thinks that Oro is the best character in the game? Because he cannot handle my master's Tengu Stones.
Well,
That's what he said though.
Yeah,
Tengu
he did
did.
say that. And he's been using a bit of Aura himself, actually. It's probably one of the things that kind of strengthened his opinion on Aura being the best in the game. Yes. I feel he's just like Veggey said, he's not taking the throw, but it's like, Veggey, what does he do from taking the throw? He has to give up resources to make the comeback. He's not leveled up.
Big start for Cam Cipher here.
It's a very detrimental position for 3Starz, I feel.
For sure. It's not a comfortable position, but oh wow! He tried to walk up throw 3Starz, reacted with the back. That was so fortunate.
Yeah, that was fortunate because
What
now
a
he's
change.
turning the tables in the corner.
Reversal again. Backs off
I
after
like
that
the
hard
spacing a lot of the time on the heavies from Cam. Has had really good spacing. And when
Activate from here to make it safe.
the whiffs have been there, 3Starz just not been ready because it's not been that thing that we've seen that much.
One command grab. There it is. He might be dead. He's got the bar. He's got the bar.
But he's got the damage.
There you go. This is
My
what it
friend.
is, man.
Jammerz, my friend, are you also learning telepathy? Because you saw that.
I don't study yoga at all.
Okay. But your powers of clairvoyance are impressive.
Did you see that level up though? Unfortunately lost it. That was such a great conversion. 3Starz really lapped up this character and I like it. Knows it's out of range, the spacing charge. Just walks up with a heavy, trying to get a crush on the auto press, stopping Cam from that.
Oh dear, he's getting impatient here. 3Starz, he's in the corner. He might have to take 1 or 2
We
throws
missed
from
it again.
Cam.
Is that like G-specific thing?
No, I think he's missing the micro walk, that's all. That's what I think it is.
Oh, he's gonna get heavily punished here. Also getting carried to the corner
He's
as
gonna
we
firm this.
speak.
He's definitely gonna firm this.
Coast to coast.
Yeah, throw. One more.
Oh, I love how
covers
he's
everything.
using that V skill. He is using that V skill so effectively because he is reading these jumps and he's using that at max range where the V skill is safe and like if it hits in an awkward angle, he gets a juggle from it. 3Starz is using the V skill fantastically.
Wow. Yeah, that was great. It covered backdash probably, covered wake up button, wake up jump. Maybe, who knows, maybe it's even out of range for one of those wake up DPs since it's so
Very
far away.
impressive.
It's hard to say. That was it's a great usage. Keep that corner control for as long as you can. Deny the activation, which has been the reason Stars has lost when he has lost, I feel.
That's what he needs though. He needs to put 3Starz in the corner, and it looks like both of them don't want to take each other's V triggers. To be honest, obviously 3Starz doesn't want to get thrown around by Aura 6 times, but Cam doesn't want to take the command grab into a dangerous situation. Nice counter hit, confirm into the spin kick. One more throw will do it. It should be a crouching one. No, he needs a crouching one.
I feel like 3Starz' momentum in the corner is so impressive because for a young person, he's switching up his offense in such an impressive way that it's hard to keep up with all the options that he's showing.
Yeah, look, you can tell he's leveled up and he's working it. Look, he's not Ultimate Grandmaster for no reason. He's had more time to understand the game, what it is, study the meta for what it is, Street Fighter 5 right now. And like both these guys said, they're having a good time playing the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Good conversion from the Minamushi. Dash up throw. Is Cam going to do it again though? Walks forward.
Oh, now he's gonna do the MTB skill.
Yeah. 3Starz always blocking or just reacting blocking to the low.
Now
or the
he's
high.
closing the distance. He's not
Very
giving
ready for
these
that.
fireballs freely to 3Starz as B skill.
I'm liking his reaction to the air to it. Looking for that whip punish on any of Aura's kick buttons, but he doesn't want to get crush counters. Debates off the G
animation, though.
This, when he cuts the back jump, but doesn't get too much out of it.
But he's been so far ahead in the reads. Oh, what a walk up command throw with a 12 long frames.
I wouldn't be surprised if he looked for... Yeah, he keeps trying to shimmy him, but he's not doing it. You might have to just confirm another command grab. He's dead. This should be dead. He's got low health, so...
Great decision making from 3Starz there, but there's still another hit needed, and this is the danger zone. Just activates. Oh, he tried to challenge and air to airs. He's ready. Don't come close to me right now, Cam.
That was so good. That was actually so good.
I felt that. I felt that from Veggey's heart there. Don't come close to me. I'm not playing, but I felt that.
That was great. I think that's what he tried earlier. Remember when he got juggled in the air?
Yeah.
He's probably just so ready and just jumps, medium punch.
Oh, hello.
I have to say that I also enjoy when the opponent doesn't get close to me. You might have seen that in my playstyle.
What, you mean your guide to neutral, 100 medium kicks, and then a medium punch?
Like I said, Veggey, my friend, if I have to standing medium kick a man 500 times, I will do so.
Dalsim and Jammerz, can you guess which character I'm playing now?
Oh, Dawson?
Ah, I don't know.
Oh, no, you should press the
I
button.
am standing here. You can't play me.
You just... Wow. That's rude. That's very rude. Like, you can't play me. So do you know who I am? Well,
Yes.
it's
I'm standing here.
Do you know who I am?
It is 3-2 to 3Starz right now after going losing the lead. He's rebuilt that momentum. Is Cam the Cipher going to change characters or change V skills? Let us find out. And he's changed characters.
Karin? This is a horrible matchup for Karin.
No, now, hang on.
No,
because
this matchup is not good for Karin.
On, because remember what 3Starz said. He personally doesn't like fighting Karin. And Cam the Cipher has actually been learning a bit of Karin recently. This will probably give him a good chance to level up, show people that he actually knows more than one character. But let's see how this goes.
I mean, he started with Laura, right? So he definitely already proved that he knows more than one character, in my opinion. What a great fierce from 3Starz.
We can ask him why the swap. So
yeah,
I think it's interesting to also hear 3Starz' reaction to the character change because he might feel like more motivated because of
that
it.
though?
Yeah, I think he
confirmed that. That was
Yeah,
just
I
confirmed.
think he did that.
Oh, great back throw though. You always feel a bit foolish when you get back throw and you're like, oh, that's it. I could have just taken that throw without reversing. Really. Ooh.
This is Tenko.
Finds the hit anyway though.
Yeah.
Nice patience, no teching. Gets the activation. It's actually on that feature 2 now.
No, because he's allowed
Looking
to
for
do
the
that.
confirms?
You are allowed to do that. So watch
Yeah,
out
for
for the dangerous president.
Oh, and he has gonna get the confirms.
Yes.
Into the level up. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, no, when he's in Beast Day, he's dead.
What an absolutely
3Starz, what's up?
what an absolute amazing demonstration of this character because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about G that much nowadays. So I feel like this is really fantastic to see such a young, talented player playing this and piloting this character that hasn't been talked about as much.
I mean, yeah, you're definitely right. And we've seen Cam the Cipher break out in that CPT, Capcom Pro Tour top 8. And I feel like we're really also not getting to see how strong 3Starz actually is with these confirms and the variations against a player who we already know has proven himself to be a top 8 potential player. Crouch medium punch confirms from 3Starz here now. Such commanding position for him right now.
Here comes the finale, and he's gonna do Rage Explosion. Let me see if he gets a command grab though, because it is an armed command grab.
Honestly, he's not. All he needs to do is he needs to do either flip kick or crouching medium kick, and Kit confirmed that if it lands. Like it's such a powerful situation there because Cam the Cipher had so little HP left. Like that V trigger 2 does a dent in your life bar.
Yeah.
That Veggie is really fun to play with as well.
It's really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, look,
I
it's,
enjoy that as well.
It's 2 bars, and yeah, he's going right back to character selection. Yeah, it's 2 bars. It got a couple
Right
of, it got a couple of
He's
interesting
going back to my
changes.
master.
It got a couple of interesting changes recently, as well as it makes obviously both G's medium kick, stand medium kick, and crouch medium kick very dangerous. Obviously, if you space spin kick, there were 1 or 2 way to spin kick, but like Cam just happened to get hit by it. When you space the spin kick, just like our lovely friend Dust said, you can hit confirm it into the rage explosion and then do big damage there.
Insight.
So Cam's probably gone back to Oro. Maybe swap with V skill 1. Maybe he's going to try another character. We'll see. He said he didn't like G versus Oro, but 3Starz seems to be loving it at the moment because he gets to just show you why he loves G. But yeah, this is getting interesting indeed. And talking to these guys also is going to be hilarious because they're going to say, I don't want to be stressed playing this game. It's like, hold on. You stressed?
Sometimes, yes. Yeah, young people must feel stressed.
Green
as well.
Oro. Green Oro this time. Or was it Green Oro earlier?
It was
as well?
green
No, it was
Oro
default.
before, my friend.
No, it was default.
But green. Oh,
No, that was
your memory's slipping, old man. Your memory's slipping, old man.
To my defense, it was a clip that was played on the stream before, so that is why I was confused.
Well, I feel like Cam kind of gave away a game with that Karin pick, but I mean, it's still just 4-2, so anything can happen. Another great confirm from 3Starz. Those young man reactions, though.
Yeah, Crouch Fierce is not as easy to hit confirm as Stand Fierce, so 3Starz definitely showed that he can do it from multiple different
jump. This is such a promising
Hey,
great conversions.
straight to the
Look at the
corner.
damage.
Nice
And
anti-air.
3Starz just so good on defense right now. Cam trying to find that shimmy. 3Starz out of the corner. Nice. Gets the V reversal.
Nice double jump.
What a
yeah.
chase down! He was like, you're not going anywhere.
Another jab interruption there. 3Starz needs to go back to his frame chat with stand medium, crouch medium punch. He's not getting opened up by that.
What a whip punish though. Cam smelling that beautiful life once again. So calm, so confident. Waits for the whiff. Gets that whiff punish. Getting back into the game.
There's a whip punish there. Crouching medium punch away. That is negative on block, so he might be able to take his turn back, but it looks like he's looking for the whip punish.
Oh, that is such a hard thing to anti-air sometimes from that angle.
Oh, great usage.
Ooh, and he's gonna go for the command grab straight out of that flip kick.
Oh, he missed time.
miss
Yeah, I think he just pressed the button. It didn't come out at the same time because he's doing the proper frame kick, I believe.
Oh, and that's so good because he can get another one even though he whips the first one because the double jump doesn't have it. Like, it is too long.
Great patience on defense from 3Starz, but the activation is soon ready for Cam. How is this gonna pan out? What an interruption! He dared to interrupt!
Oh, try to shimmy again, but Cam's not biting there. Raw activation on the Tengu Stone.
Again?
Another jump medium punch.
Don't come close to me!
Wow.
Actually, that
has-
surprise jump forward. I like it, because that surprise is definitely not thinking that he's gonna approach me at this point. Totally caught off guard, and 3Starz closing in on that 5th game for him.
Flying
I think
president.
that's interesting how Cam the Cipher wants to activate, and he's going for the EX, the
Chicken
special, the EX,
Yeah, the chicken
the
feet.
chicken. He's going for that, and 3Starz have been consistently answering that with either jumping medium kick or jumping medium punch.
All right, can he get 2 throws? He tried one, but he gets the stun anyway. This is what Cam needs. He should be able to close out the round. He hasn't got an even to start it, but he should be able to finish his combo. There it is.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
definitely gonna get it this time. Doesn't even need the second DP.
All right.
Damage.
There you go. Yeah, Aura's post-stun damage with both his V skills is actually pretty damn decent. Obviously,
I have
he's,
learned that from my master.
nice to know.
Damage.
But yeah, it is 4-3 at the moment to 3Starz. I think it just takes a while for Cam to find his rhythm and get into the groove of this matchup. He did say in his opinion it's a bad matchup for Oro, but again, it doesn't mean he hasn't studied it to the point as to why he thinks it's bad. So he just needs to find the right times, pick the right spots. He's been doing that, but 3Starz has got like exceptional reactions, I must say.
Yeah, he's been playing super sick.
He has
enjoying
also
this.
been, he's shuffling his offensive options from, especially in the corners, so well in my opinion. It's hard for Cam the Cipher to keep up with those options.
It has been a game of nooch. Even though they're young players, it has been a game of placing buttons most of the time and then of course reaping the reward on the mix.
Ah, Mrs.
Firms I didn't know they had. Great
And a
punish.
big punish. Straight into the corner here as well.
Come on, grab.
He's gonna get
But why don't
another
you block?
command grab.
He said, why don't you block? Activation.
Stun.
He's so good at mixing. fixing it. You just don't know what's coming.
He's
gonna
dead?
cancel the
Yeah, he should be
Well,
dead.
for
he should be
meter build.
You have to spend the bomb.
These juggles
Oh, he
for
missed one of the-
days.
No, because I think he spent a juggle point, which is why only one of the
He's gonna
hard
do
Yeah.
Is he gonna do the chicken?
Oh.
No, he doesn't do it this time.
But he
He's gonna
spent
be-
twice. He spent 2 already because he doesn't have. He spent 3, and he's.
Oh, what an answer!
A great defensive sequence from 3Starz right there.
That was so
I remember
good.
at
He
the
was
beginning
ready
we
to
were.
answer.
Remember how we spoke about him struggling against the V-Trigger in the beginning? He was just not getting the timings completely right. Now he's just destroying that V-Trigger. That's
Now
a
he's
big last for his
lashing,
win. Yeah.
He's lashing out at the perfect time.
Yeah. Well, nice punish.
A bit tenuous, but well, okay, he's gonna get a better one and
another
put he's in the
big
corner.
punish.
Yeah, misses the barrier because he missed his micro walk there. That was unfortunate there for
Yeah, that's
3Starz.
actually pretty tricky.
Nice.
Depending on the screen position.
Okay.
And also depends on the size of the opponent's character. Or is a small character, so it might be harder on him as well.
Okay, nice. Finds the real activation, and just 3Starz so far ahead in the mix-up.
I feel like these chicken wings have not been paying off for Cam the Cipher. He did try to demonstrate the crouching medium punch into the dash forward, but I feel like he has been struggling at getting the most out of Tengusto.
Yeah, I think obviously when you force Oro to do a raw activation, it's probably easier in some regards unless you throw out a fireball and he catches it in range. You can pilot the EX chicken feet that Oro or Cam the Cipher is doing, but we have to give credit to 3Starz because his spacing to avoid that has actually been pretty damn good. Because he's always made Cam the Cipher land just in front of him or slightly further away. 5-3 right now to 3Starz. Let's see if Cam the Cipher can fight back. He's always had good starts. It's just been unfortunate finishes, that's all.
Yes, definitely. There is room for adaptability in yoga and in first attempts.
But it's so hard for Cam to keep 3Starz cornered for long because he finds the perfect moment to jump out and get everything started, and the mix has been so strong. Oh, finally gets the right read of the command throw.
He
Cam
had
the Cipher
to.
make it count.
Yeah, he had the audacity to do a third one. Can't get the throw bait.
Yeah, he doesn't get the neutral jump. Not even
Oh,
one
he's dead.
against
He's dead.
3
He's dead.
stars. He is so good.
Light him up. Power to the ass.
Excuse me, to the what? Yoga what?
You heard me.
So it's interesting. Cam is so, he's like, it's about time you tech now 3Starz. So he keeps wanting to use that option because they, at least this now it's coming. But sometimes you just, even if they come with a tech when you throw, you just have to like admit that I can't keep doing this, even though he probably will tech at some point. I need to change it up.
You just gotta be stubborn about it, I suppose.
He is
Just-
stubborn about it, yeah.
No, but like
Very
I mean,
stubborn.
you gotta be stubborn with throws. Like he's really
Yeah,
adamant on
start-
trying to
yeah.
get the bigger damage, but like,
Exactly,
3Starz can see it. Just throw.
Yeah,
He's trying to set up
definitely
those.
what it's gonna be.
He's trying to pressure in the corner here. He's trying to be careful about it, though. You can clearly see the hesitation with Cam the Cipher right now. Because
He doesn't-
3Starz is fighting so effectively back from the corner right now.
And there he's looking for the V reverse like him
Now he
earlier.
needs
He's
to-
always
yeah.
always on the back end.
Now he needs to respect
Oh,
it.
stays
There
in
you
front.
go.
No,
Oh,
and he's got no
missed it,
stones
though.
to save him, so it's gonna be an activation straight to the corner. Spin kick is gonna be guess for game. Is he gonna throw out and lash out? He got
My
him.
master is having a hard time dealing with these mix-ups from G right now.
Wow. That was just a guess for game situation, and it is looking rough for your boy Cam the Chipper. That's what it's looking rough for. Has he got any other
the
ideas
Cipher.
in the tank? I don't know, man. Yeah, he's gonna stick with the aura.
He has to dig deep at this point.
Wow. I think again he can still do it. It's like with matchups like these, yes, the neutral looks extremely uphill for Oro, but it's how much of an understanding 3Starz have of Cam the Cipher's defensive habits. That's one of the biggest problems here.
Wow.
He's not dead, but unless he lashes out, he's in big trouble. Unless he lashes out with a reversal, he's in trouble. All right, he threw again.
Such a dominant position right now from 3Starz. He's absolutely reading Cam the Cipher.
Yeah, he's having a hell of a time. And again, he couldn't
Wow.
get him to. Well, Cam the Cipher is struggling to get 3Starz to tech, but 3Starz, on the other hand, dude, he's making it look super easy.
Yeah, it's definitely Super Tuesday.
Wow, nice.
No level up
Get
goes
the
for
double
Oki
dash
instead.
Oki, yeah. I love how he's going for the Oki because he's confident that he's gonna open Cam the Cipher up when he goes for the Oki instead of the level up, because the level up is only temporary, but the Oki it can lead to so many other things.
Yeah. Whatever you get from the Oki is permanent, right?
Yes.
Wait, there you go. Spacing trap into the Minamushi, into the Onyanma, and he's going to keep him in the corner activation. Right, you've got one choice to make. If you're not going to lash out, you're going to have to hold this. Oh, he jumped. Here we go. Right, he needs one reset, but he might actually take him to the corner. Yeah, optimized combo. I remember Broski showed me this. Yeah, poor thing.
The super would not kill there? No?
No. No, he didn't do the whole thing.
gonna
Yeah,
go for it.
he
He's gonna go
might
for just for the
be
damage.
just about alive. Let's find out. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I know what he could have done to make it better, but it's fine.
Oh, he sniped that one.
Important round for Cam to get. Shoots that fireball out, catches 3Starz, falling behind the orb. Cam's still fighting, still staying alive.
Well, 3Starz has got
haven't
to see
seen-
here.
We haven't seen really Cam. I don't think he's woken up EX reversal once in now 9 games.
He's done it before. He done it early, but then he stopped. He's been doing delay tech or like trying to get out in some capacity, but it's not been looking good. Spin kick.
Oh, the control you get in these
Yeah,
levels.
good choice.
Oh, and
That's a
look at
wise
these
choice.
These conversions.
If he wants to level up, he
3
can.
stars.
Oh, he just wants the Oki, but already committed to that shimmy.
He didn't activate.
Oh, he wanted it on block, and finally, but so unfortunate. He finds the right read, but he misses the button in the air.
The V-shift. The double V-shift from 3Starz.
Oh, I just
Starts
clocked.
with the correct guess on the
He's
read.
gonna get confirmed. No, he misses it.
Yeah, he missed his uppercut, so he could do the super.
Honestly, it wasn't.
Oh,
what a bait!
Yeah, that was a
What
bait!
a bait!
Oh, man!
He basically rolled aside. I'm gonna try to make
That was brilliant. And I'll tell you why, right? Because listen,
Yes.
he was not building up for that moment specifically, but that situation happened a fair bit before. He threw the light projectile
Exactly.
and he'd run after it, and then obviously mindlessly
Yes.
3Starz reacted the barrier, but he said, you know what? I'm gonna come and catch your ass with this super. That was actually pretty sick. Nah, that was sick from Cap the Cipher. I like that. I like that.
That was fantastic work. Like said before, he has been doing it that before, but this was like he has been laying those options before, and now he actually cashed out on that.
See, that move was as big as my pumpkin brain. That was brilliant.
My master never ceases to amaze me.
Well, let's see if that is what the motivation or the piece of play he needed to get back into this set. 6-4 at the moment. Okay, just waits it out, just blocking the G burst. Maybe someone's looking for a jump very shortly. Let's find out. There it is. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Because that's been big for 3Starz, managing to jump out of the corner right when Cam has had him there. Oh, and starts with a throw now. We're having a little shift of momentum.
Pushes him away.
Build some space with the EX Fireball. He's gonna activate from the forward fierce.
Oh,
that's
what
gonna
a
be-
read!
That's gonna be huge.
Well, if he's not going to V-shift, he's got to hold this.
Damage!
Yeah, he's got to hold this. Yeah, he's going to firm it. He wants Tengu. He wants Tengu,
no.
and he's not going to get it.
He's gonna get. No, he didn't get it. I can't believe that actually didn't hit.
Oh, and he tried it again.
Wow.
And he tried it again. Oh, man.
Tough. He's
Yeah.
too cool. He's just too cool right now, 3Starz, with his defensive options. That
He's absolutely
choosing.
amazing. But Cam the Cipher, just like Jammerz said, he tried it again. He tried to go for the activation into the chicken wing, and it hasn't paid off.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think it's paid off at once. Like,
What a whip punish. Great.
He's
And the carry.
yeah, his spacing is immaculate. Look at the crouching medium puncher just finding their way home.
All right, tried to throw him, but he was too far because of the pushback, and he's looking for the stun.
Oh,
I like it.
spacing.
Just
the aggressive.
mixing it all up, yeah.
Look at
He's
that.
so good. Even when he had the Tengu activated, he was not threatened. He was relaxed. He was waiting for biding his time, waiting for the opportunity to strike out.
This looks like a problem. Mainly, obviously, when 3Starz got Cam the Cipher in the corner, it's basically curtains. The other problem is, I think Oro is not properly equipped to kind of take his turn back or counterpoke some of the normals that G's throwing out. You know, in layman terms, Cam the Cipher or Oro doesn't have the facilities for that big man. It's a bit difficult out here.
I see you are using me.
But I mean, it's 6-4 on the G versus Oro, and V-Trigger hasn't really been that much of a factor for that 6-4. So I do think that he's definitely managed to fight back with the neutral and the options he has pretty well, Cam, so far.
I think it's other tools. It's not really Tengu Stone. Like obviously Maximum President. Obviously Maximum President V-Trigger 1's been helping out, but right, he's in trouble now. Cam's probably lost this round. He's probably lost the round.
We'll see about that.
Wow, I love
what a catch. He's so good at catching with the low smash.
Oh, he needs a knockdown. That's what he needs. He really needs this knockdown now. Be reversal? Yeah, he could be reversal because he's in level 3. It's fine.
He's gonna activate once again raw.
Oh,
now he's gonna
he
get that.
finds something, and this is huge.
Oh, he missed his reversal.
Once again. No, but he's gonna get another opening because that is how my master's Tengu Stone works.
Well, commentator's curse from me. I actually thought it was Curtain's maybe because it's level 3. He was in a detrimental position. Yes, he did have Tengu Stone, but it can be difficult to navigate around G level 3.
A powerful hex indeed playstyle.
All right, there you go. E-explosion of the fireball. Gets that pressure. No throw yet. Just waiting. Forward leading kick coming. No.
Corner, and what a counter poke from 3Starz. Fighting his time. It's so ready to just
so
counter
good, yeah.
offense with offense, kind of.
Yeah, fight fire with fire.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely doing that.
Pressure being
Oh,
applied.
nice
There's
what a
the
jump
lead.
Jumping, but he didn't get the... There was not enough hit stun.
Yeah,
Oh, he died too early. Tall character, so he wasn't going to get his some medium.
Nice crush.
Oh, using the hit grab to make a side switch? That's smart.
Try to get him to open
There's
up
these-
here. Yeah.
You are a gutsy man, I like it! And there comes that activation.
Hang on a minute. Am I sniffing a guy at impact, or are we just going to play it safe? It looks like we're just going to play it safe here. Here comes the Tengu Stone.
Activate.
Just block it.
Yo, he's just biding his time.
He wasn't going to.
I love how adamant he was at trying to sniff out the escape or tech, and it worked out for him. Imagine if he had gone for a throw the one time 3Starz did the backdash, right? Such an important guest to have right for his like mental fortitude in this set, and it's Cam the Cipher is now back in the game. I think it's 6-5 if we count the Oro versus G, and 7-5 if we because of the Karin match really.
Well,
so it's
look,
kind of close right now. It's kind of close right now, guys.
It's
You cannot count anyone out in a longer set.
Well, no, 100%, and it's a thing where like that wasn't really a lose-lose situation for Cam. He could have just kept doing forward beating kick with the Tengu Stones to push him to the corner, then throw him from there,
Yeah.
or 3Starz are just going to capitulate at some point, which he did the latter. So 7-5 right now to 3Starz. I'm loving watching these two.
It's
It's
an amazing
exciting.
set. It's a rare matchup as well, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting to see some new interactions, so much good stuff. What a dash! Oh, he did a jab and then the dash. Beautiful stuff.
We are definitely learning new things about this matchup as well. He tried to go for the hard read there with the air fireball. Oh, and he's gonna get another one that's so good. Like the crouch fierce is such a fantastic option against Aura's double jump, because even when you whiff the first one, you might have time to anti-air with the second one.
G barrier to absorb the projectile, throws out the G burst as well. Another raw Tengu Midari, and this is not going to look good.
He has to confirm.
Yeah, he has to improvise this conversion. Not sure if that's completely optimal, but we'll take it.
Probably not, but that's still a lot of damage because it is Tengu Stone we're speaking about.
My man just tossed him around like a ragdoll, like it's okay. But hey, let's see if Cam the Cipher can reduce the deficit here. Looking to do so. Can hit confirm.
Beautiful. Once
And also,
again.
I really like how Cam just added that great damage before the throw just to make sure that that throw killed.
Yeah.
And how he's now adapted to being the one on the right decisions on the Tengu Stones, which was a problem for him for so long, is finally opening up for me. And it's been
Good
big.
job. Fantastic jump there from Cam the Cipher. Let's see if we can keep him here. 3Starz still got a V reversal to work with, so he might wait. There's a throw. Sneaky. He's going to wait.
Cam has had some fantastic corner pressure as well in the later matches here, especially.
This is better for him.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
He's
it's
gonna
alright.
hit the stun.
He's all right. It should be good.
He doesn't have the V skill 1 for the more powerful post stun combos, but he's like Oro still has options.
I think he's losing out. I could be mistaken. I might have to ask Borowski or just double check it myself. I think he's missing out on maybe like 30 maybe 40 damage points. Obviously, you get different conversions with the Minamushi, better ones mid-screen.
Yes.
But other than that, he's still getting the damage he needs, and he got the dub. That's all that matters, really. So, oh, missed that flying president. Crush counter. Too far. Yeah, way too far. Alright, let's see, just close the gap here.
Timing on 3Starz. It did get nerfed in some of the, not the latest patch, but it did get nerfed before. You need to be a little more preemptive with the absorption timing there with V-skill.
Well, he's had 2 bad attempts at using the G barrier, and he's lost about 80% health in the process here, Dulcim.
You know how, like, it's so funny because you can have a round like that where the G barrier doesn't work at all, but like, look at that. He's using it in such a fantastic way throughout the whole set. Like,
Why
it's
is it working?
Oh, he tried to bypass, but the tracking is too good on the EX Fireball there.
Back throw?
Gonna get the back throw.
Try to chase him down. He wants to see if he V-shift or something. Yeah, he wants to see if he can catch a backdashing or something.
Oh, that's
This is huge, though.
This might be huge. Yeah, he's gonna get the okay. He's gonna get confirmed there as well.
Firm it or leave it.
You can never count him out with that.
He's dead.
And he's gonna get the second one.
Right. Do you know what?
I cannot believe he came back like that. I cannot
He
believe
is
it.
so good at that crouching medium punch. The throw baits are off the charts for 3Starz.
Well, I mean, his crouching fierce anti-airs, obviously, because G's still got one of the better anti-airs in the game. I think what 3Starz should do, I might check this later, is when Aura double jumps, he's trying to get the smash under conversion. He should just cancel the spin kick. It should juggle and hit. Because he's floating, so he should be able to do it.
Or the smash upper.
Yeah, maybe that.
Nah, I think it's too slow. Because if the...
No, but you can. I think you can cancel
EX
straight
maybe.
from the crouch fierce into the EX version as well.
okay, maybe. It's something we can ask him.
I love you guys.
No activation.
Oh,
Okay. Actually, no, he didn't have the
you
VP.
activate really, yeah.
Oh, back
But one
throw.
thing that Cam can do though to circumvent that crouch fierce out here is doing a double jump where he instantly double jumps and catches the recovery of the first anti-air attempt.
I'm not sure.
Hey,
Definitely,
here we go.
100%.
Right.
Here's the walk-up.
These guys are
Command
young.
throw.
Is it another
12 long
command grab?
frames.
Is it a reversal? Oh, crouch fierce. Come on,
Actually,
go.
hit the
another
fireball.
one.
Hit
Oh my
meaty because he recovered in the air.
But here's another activation.
3-star.
Oh yeah, he's taking his
He's got
time,
it, he's
but
got it,
that's
he's
a great
got it.
reaction.
Damn.
What
That's
an
a great
absolute
reaction.
five-star finish there from 3
Yeah,
stars.
you're no longer a 3-star player. You're definitely up to the 4 or 5 out of 5 stars right now. 3-stars. I think you need to change that
5
name.
stars finish.
Damn, that is that's pretty insane. Like, this kid's reactions to just countering what Counter Cipher's doing with Aura, especially at that range as well.
Insane.
And that's one of the better supers to counter fireballs with. I know obviously the first hit will clash with the projectile if you choose to counter projectile, but he's handling this incredibly well. And for someone who's saying Aura is the best in the game, you're not making it seem like that. Hmm?
That was a yoga wild take, I say.
And it's interesting since there was someone saying G was the best last week. He's making a better
Well,
case
you
for
know
that
what?
right now, right?
It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. Now we need to have an Ed next week.
Yes. That would be great. Or just another Dawson. Wow.
Well, I am here.
All right, looking at throwing
I
that
love the
with
spacing. I love the
such
spacing.
aggression there. That standing hard kick. The damage here.
Now he got the double VP.
Has to wait it out.
Oh, and there comes an EXDP that works out. Cam on the prowl for that 8-7 right now.
Yeah, he definitely wants to reduce this and stay, because he's staying in the dogfight really well. He's staying in the dogfight.
Perfect jump in from 3Starz though.
Yeah, Cam had a read, but 3-star just
finding
jumps
the
over
wave
it.
punish. Yeah, once again finding the crouch medium punch wave punish there.
Oh, spin kick.
He's
No
gonna
stun.
convert from
Oh,
that.
that's
He's
it.
gonna stun.
Is he gonna spend the ball?
I don't think he's gonna do that, but
Nah.
there you go.
Okay, frame kill. He's being greedy at the moment.
Let's hope he doesn't. Yeah, let's hope he doesn't regret this.
Uh-oh, but what we
Takes
can
one throw.
Cipher do?
Oh,
that's
he's
huge.
gonna pay heavy. He's
That's
gonna pay heavy.
huge.
Well, he's still gonna build his super bag.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to pay the yoga price here.
See, just backs
An
away.
activation from 3-stars though, and can chip soon.
Oh
What a
no,
hit!
he panicked.
This is huge!
He panicked.
You're gonna make 3-stars regret it!
The roundhouse once again. Oh, he's gonna go for the chip. He's gonna go for the chip. He's gonna chip.
Oh, it definitely.
It's definitely gonna chip.
I mean, it's always funny when it works out that way. He's wanted to save his bar and then almost lost him the round, but comes back with that chip, Hail Mary style. Great stuff from Capcom Cipher, though, forcing that super to be used. So he's at an advantage right now.
Yeah, he's yo-yoing with our feelings right now.
I mean, he was playing a borrowed time at that point. Gets the conversion from the.
Ooh, what a space heavy kick again.
Oh, he's gonna get
him out.
empty jump punish there.
Come on, grab again. He's not gonna do it third time, surely no.
Famous last words.
He wasn't gonna do it third time.
Okay, takes the throw. This is
One
great
of those,
for Cam.
one of those John Cena. Are you sure about that moment?
Throw. He might throw him 3 times though.
He's got the reads now.
Good block.
Tries to go for something funky, but gets the throws anyway.
Such a good answer on the neutral jump.
Yeah, he blocked it. He blocked it. Yeah.
He's gonna. Yeah, he baited that.
Ooh.
Baited and outsmarted.
Cam had such a sick round going there, but 3Starz just kept that calm. He didn't tech when that neutral sim came. He didn't go for the OQ when that super came. After like losing almost all his life to that comeback factor, just stayed calm and closed out the round. Strong round from Capcom Cipher.
You're going back to the lobby, it seems. They yoga teleported back to the lobby.
What's he gonna do for this last game? What's he gonna do for this last game? Swap V skills, swap characters.
The start of something new.
My friends, I tried to peer into the future, but I could not see the outcome. So we will have to see what happens soon.
I didn't know Dawson was a quack.
Look,
I'm a clairvoyant.
It could be Laura, it could be a V-skill swap. I wouldn't try Karen again because I think he missed one of his Tenko confirms and he got punished for it. So unless he's got another character he wants to bring out that maybe 3Starz doesn't like, I probably think he should just stick with the Aura. But let's see what he does. Potentially last game here for 3Starz. And he's gone with the Aura and picked V-skill 1. Yeah.
He picked my favorite shirt as well.
A different costume.
Yeah.
Is this the costume? Will this costume be it, guys?
Hawaiian shirt. EX color 07, I think it is. Yeah, EX color 07. Right, yeah, so he puts this out. Yeah, and that's what we were talking about at the very start, right?
He switched to Onibi as well.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Because when he used the V skill, it allows G to level up. This is what he didn't want to do before, which what's made the matchup super difficult now. So...
The thing is, does he feel so comfortable with this V skill that he's willing to give up that risk of getting G levels here?
Well,
just to have the fireball there.
Well, the thing is, he needs to reduce his level first before we can answer that question. Because right now it's a losing battle. It's a very much losing battle.
True, but now he can just put it out. Like he doesn't lose anything by putting it out now. So,
but I think
3Starz has to play closer.
Am I mistaken? Is the fireball when it's level 3? Is it 2 hits or 3 is the durability? So he can easily nullify it.
That's pretty.
But will Cam build bar if the fireball nullifies it? Which is kind of an important part of that.
Yeah, that's very true as well.
Interrupted the G smash there.
Oh,
but he's gonna get caught here. That's so good.
Too sick.
3Starz is so good.
That
and
might
he's
be
gonna
dead.
go.
If he gets this right, he could be dead.
I think he's dead.
How about that? How about that? And the V trigger still had an iota to work with. Max point or set point here for 3Starz. Putting on quite the show, I've got to say. This is our talent here in the UK.
Point.
They're changing pacing right now, though. Cam the Cipher's not done yet. He's trying his best to challenge something. There it is. That's the first time.
Let's go for the fully charged shard. Stand fierce there.
Get
the double Loki from this.
Fancy tech.
Backs away, looking for that buffer for the crouching leading punch and that with punish there. It's 3Starz.
Nice air to air.
That was he tried to do the uppercut, but he's getting misinputs. It works out.
But that's actually pretty fortunate because even if he gets the misinput, that jumping jab has worked pretty well.
What a buffer though. Counter hit something from Cam, and now activation and corner, but wakes up button. Lucky break. Cam decides to make this count.
The back throw.
Gonna get the back throw.
Chases
just down.
Water Prowler. Just on it. Just
And you know what?
activation.
That was a big risk.
Chasing it
That was a big risk,
Yeah.
you know, because he could have lost from there if he got checked. If
Definitely.
3Starz was waiting, he could have got checked.
Big jump, and that was low enough to get the standing medium punch as well. He's gonna get the corner position and the side switch. Nice. Very clean from Capcom Cipher, even in this dire situation.
All right,
We've
G
seen a
Barrier.
change of pace from Cam right now,
Oh,
but he needs to
no.
slow down on defense though, because this is huge.
Oh, now he needs to guess because
no.
he's in the danger zone.
Don't get hit by that walk-up combat. Oh,
He didn't convert from that. And he
That's
is
it.
it, ladies.
That's it, ladies and gents. That's going to close it out. He loses to a shimmy. 3Starz persisted in that aspect, and he takes it over his compadre. 10-6, ladies and gentlemen, on this special here that we had for the sets episode. It is 3Starz. That is your victor. Let me see GG's in the chat. Apparently, Child233 was right. G might be the best character in the game, but I tell you what, stellar performance from 3Starz. We got to upgrade this man. He can no longer be 3Starz. He's not average. We got to put this guy to
that
5
was a
stars.
5-star
Give
performance.
him that Google review. Get on the Google accounts, give him that review, tell him how good his gameplay is, and then tell him, no, do you know what? We're going to do it after break. We're going to talk to him about why he thinks Aura is the best in the game when you clearly showed why he was struggling in some aspects. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get these two youngsters on the other side, and we're going to watch them be sorry. Good old days with video games online. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Hadouken.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. No! Hey, stop! Watch out!
Safety first, bud.
You my new recruit? Yeah. Gotta say, you're photogenic. Again, you can call me Luke. Or just Coach.
Spinning bird kick.
Game fight!
Rising uppercut!
Spinning bird kick.
Gotcha!
Shoryuken.
Level up!
Now then.
Jungle House, Edelman, frozen from his knees! Shall we begin? Showtime! Step into the ring! Don't expect me to be a pushover. I'm so strong! I'm too smart! Here comes a new challenger! Shoryuken! Cut it down! 6. Scrap heap. Ready. Start.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets featuring our two youngsters from the UK. They're exhibiting their talents because they are the future. So when I can sit on my lazy ass and do nothing, these guys are going to be playing the game and manning the helm to represent the UK in fighting games. Cam, the Cipher, and 3Starz. If you are just joining us, yes, it's Halloween. I can be evil. You see my pumpkin head, my hat? I'm the bearer of bad news. The set is over. The scoreline is next to me. 3Starz upgrading to 4 stars of 4.5. He takes it over his boy, Cam the Cipher, and 10-6. Let me find out how we got the gents back with us. 3Starz, Cam the Cipher. Can you guys hear me loud and clear again?
Yep.
Perfect. So, 3Starz, first of all, congratulations on winning the set there. That was a fine play. Like I said before, you've made some tremendous improvements in the past year and a half, 2 years, and it clearly has showed. So congratulations on that. I think my first question regarding what happened in that set is I have to ask you about your defensive thought process when dealing with Tengu Stone. What are you feeling when you got to deal with that?
When I started teching first, I thought, tech. For the rest of the time I had to deal with Tengu, I thought, don't tech. Otherwise, Cam will do the hop.
Oh, the forward medium kick?
Yeah.
You didn't want to keep dealing with that. I mean, you got opened up by it eventually. Was that you were just fed up, or did you want to try and do something else?
Yeah, I was trying to do something else.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I felt like his defensive decisions was really great. I just want to commend
Really
that
good.
against.
Yeah,
I mean,
proactive
you turned instead of going just numb, you definitely just went on offense a lot against the Tangle Stone, and sometimes we even caught Cam the Cipher by surprise. I thought that was really great.
I mean, it just goes to show how much these two have played or how much he's had to deal with it. And I know 3Starz, you have been dabbling with a bit of aura yourself. Is that correct?
Yeah, I have been playing a bit of aura.
Okay, yeah, so obviously you have a little bit of insight regarding probably how to deal with that, but then Cam's got some good optimization with the Tengu Stone. Another thing I'm curious about, I might go in trainer mode and look at this later. Your conversions off of the crouch fierce when Aura does the double jump because he's floating, you kept missing the low punch a lot. Is that the optimal way? Could you not cancel into spin kick or something? I don't know, because you are the G specialist, so I'm curious.
I could have just kept doing crouching fierce into EX roll kick, or could have done maybe the it does work, the dash upper.
Oh, okay.
The EX upper.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dalsim was right
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
He sees
I
everything.
was right indeed, my friend.
Dalsim 1, giant brain guy 0.
Well, it's actually 1-1 for your information. Anyway.
Yoga laugh at that one.
But yeah, no, we were just curious before because obviously that situation happened numerous times. We were just wondering what you could do, but this is why we like commentating and watching you guys play, because you could theorize and then make notes and just keep it in the memory banks for later. But either way, you showed some really good stuff, and your reactions were pretty much damn on point as well. I'm jealous of you guys. I'm not 15 no more, so I can't react like that anymore.
To be young again.
Well, yeah, you know that.
Not an age thing, I think, Jammerz.
That is true, actually. That is true. There's a big argument regarding
I
that.
actually wanted to ask Cam the Cipher
Go
the
for
next
it.
question, if that's all right.
Go for it.
We saw many attempts when you activated your Tengu Stone. You tried to go for the EX chicken win. Now, I wanted to know that, is it something that you go for normally, or was it just kind of desperation of the moment? Because you did say that you were struggling.
It is something I tend to go for because it's a bit of a free get-in usually. But obviously, since he plays Oro himself, 3Starz, I sort of knew what to look out for, and he was messing with my head because when I activate, usually I'll do EX chicken feet because it goes over a fireball. But I was thinking he knows the matchup. He's not going to fireball. So I just sat there after I activated thinking, why did I do that? And then he he threw a fireball. And I'm like, oh my god!
Well,
I could have literally won that round.
Like the yoga mix-ups.
You'll learn this over time, and again, you've been playing a lot of the guys at high level already. It's when you think, don't get too comfortable with how you guys play on a regular basis, because when push comes to shove, the thing you expect them not to do, they're still probably going to do it, because again, it's all about re-establishing that mind game. Because there are some things that you guys were doing where it's like you wouldn't normally do. Because for example, you kept pressing stand light punch after you blocked G's stand medium punch. You wouldn't normally do that under certain circumstances, but I feel you did that a lot because of how often you play 3Starz. Is that the right assumption, Cam?
Yeah.
Right.
He also V-reversaled after one of my activations, which is heavily punishable if I jump, and usually I would jump, but I thought he's not going to jump. Not going to V-reversal, and then he did it. So it's like, it just kept happening, so I think I need to learn that for next time.
Trust me, it will happen where, sometimes you'll play mind games against yourself. He's like, yeah, look, he's surely not going to do it. I've been doing it to him 50 times a day. He's not going to do it the 51st time, and he does. It's like, all right, cool. You got to move on, and you got to remember, that's it, because you guys can have so much knowledge on each other in this matchup, but at the end of the day, you got to make a decision, left or right, up or down, button or grab. But you've gone through the situation numerous times in your head and in the matches. Still got to make a decision at the end of the day. And unfortunately for you, 3Starz came out on top there. But speaking of which, the cat is on the screen right now. Cam, why did you swap to Karen?
Because I have a half-decent Karen, and he said I struggle in the Karen matchup, and I thought, sweet.
Yeah, but this matchup is just so good for G. He just really, I think personally, of course. I mean, I understand if the 3Starz don't like it, but as being a main, you could definitely see why Karen could struggle with this control. So that was unfortunate. It was really close, though, the whole set, even after that. How was it coming back to Oro after that? Did it feel disheartened, or did you just shake it off?
I felt it was a bit of both. I was like, right, I probably, my chances were looking low, but I tried. That was, I just thought if I could get a good Tengu Stones robbery here and there and, just sort of out-neutral them a bit, then I might be able to pull it back. But then, when I lost that final game and I switched to V-Trigger 1, V-Skill 1, that was when I was like, oh, I've made a mistake here.
Now, did you at any point consider Laura, or is that a character you just buried?
I would pick Laura, but in my opinion, I think it's an even worse matchup. It's really not. I was playing a lot of sets with Theo yesterday, and he plays a bit of G. And I picked Laura, and I wasn't doing very well.
I see.
Okay.
It's good to know your enemy's strength.
Very wise.
Very wise, very clownish at the same time as well. Good lord. I'm so glad no one pays for your advice.
Wow, that was kind of yoga rude of you.
But yeah, so Cam, it seems that, because I asked you this months ago in the CPT, it seems you still have this issue. You'll get jump jab instead of the uppercut.
Yeah, still getting it.
I mean, obviously, it's not really a lose-lose, but I mean, the only thing you're really missing out on is damage. Is that something you've actively worked on, or do we just kind of just go with the flow and it's like, look, if it happens, I don't too early, we just move on? Or...
Yeah, I don't tend to get that error when I'm not nervous. It's only when I'm because I just get scared. I know jumping is something I'm pretty good at reacting to, so I'm I'll all of a sudden just panic when they jump, or because obviously jumping doesn't happen often in a high level set.
Okay.
So when they actually do jump and I have the charge, I'm I just get so scared that I just get so scared to do it that I just release it way too late. So I end up just getting jump jab.
Why don't have you tried air throwing at all? Like just if you see a jump up close instead of, because I know the light uppercut, it actually covers a good angle, the angle you want it to. And I saw that 3Starz is when he was doing the body press with G, is actually catching you out a fair bit when you did have those execution errors. Have you ever thought about just doing jump air throw, or is that too much thought process there?
No, I tend to do air throw when he's in the corner and he jumps out, but I think I just missed it a lot this time. I wasn't thinking about air throw, but when I'm actually playing well, I tend to air throw when out the corner, just because sometimes a lot of the time I won't have the charge in the corner.
Okay.
So I'll just stick to air throw instead.
Fair. 3Starz now. Back to you. I wanna. Because obviously you think Aura is the best in the game, but clearly I think you kind of went back on your word. I want to know how you feel about the G versus Aura matchup. Is it as bad as Cam's making it out to be, or do you think it's evenish? Like, what's your opinion on that matchup, 3Starz?
I would say it's a 50-50 match. Because, yeah, G has a lot of resources to deal with Aura's Tengu Stone. And his normals have a lot of range, so Aura players often do crouching medium punch to get the Tengu Stone to reach out. So
oh yeah, when he's in V trigger and he does the whiffed crouching medium punch, because obviously the Tengu Stones it travels the furthest with that button. Okay, fair. I mean, you seem very comfortable dealing with Aura's normals. G's got a good set of normals, you know.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Yeah. His normals have really good range.
Fair. And then
I actually wanted to ask 3Starz about his V-trigger usage. Like 3Starz, you went for the V-trigger 1 in this matchup. Now, I wanted to ask you, do you use V-trigger 2 as often, or do you just, tend to gravitate towards V-trigger 1 because of the momentum it grants you?
I mostly use V-trigger 1 against Aura because G's V skill that does has a lot of effect on Aura in the matchup.
Right.
In terms of V-trigger 2, yeah, I really think it wouldn't do much in the matchup.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to specifically be for Aura. I mean, you used it against character. You looked super comfortable using it there. I mean, do you use V-Trigger 2 against more fundamental base characters instead of robbery characters, if we're talking Street Fighter 5? Or is it just personal preference for you?
No, I do use V-Trigger 2 quite a bit. Mostly against sometimes Laura. Basically a 50-50 in terms of V-Trigger. I use V-Trigger 1 against that specific character and V-Trigger 2.
Okay, so you got a healthy balance, where it's just like, okay, there's not like a 60-40 where you use 60% of the time you use V-Trigger 1 and 40% V-Trigger 2. It's just like, okay, you know what, I'm feeling it. I'll pick V-Trigger 2 this time. It'll work out. Seems like you optimized a bit. And V-Trigger 1, well, listen, I think you showed me 1 or 2 combos I haven't actually seen before. So that was actually cool to see. I'm going to watch that back and then just practice those in training mode later. So that was good to see.
All about balance as well. So I really appreciate the fact that he's comfortable with using both options.
Thank you for your opinion there.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Veggey, you got any other questions you want to ask him before I ask him general questions and then move on to SF6?
I was just wondering, 3Starz, do you think you can upgrade your name to 4 stars now after this performance?
I'll see if I can. That's possible.
Yeah, because I think that would be sick.
Yeah.
And then the next time you do something like the next step, you can upgrade to like 4.5, and then suddenly you win like a premiere and you're a 5 stars.
Yeah, if you win Evo, make it 5 stars, please.
Yeah.
No, you literally what you got to do is you got to make it like 10 stars or 5.2 something.
No, it's gonna be a Michelin star at some point.
It's got to be something. But yeah, no, honestly, there's room for improvement for the both of you. You guys are growing very, very quickly.
I'd like to point out that I wasn't expecting it to be this like neutral based. I was thinking in my head for some reason that would be more like trying to take advantage with some dash here and maybe some jumps, but it was really ground based and a lot of great button placement, and I thoroughly enjoyed the set, and I thought you both played really strong.
Yeah, well played to the both of you. Now, obviously, we're talking about you guys improving and obviously being young players. Now, we got to bring it up because I know Cam the Cipher didn't want me bringing it up. I'm going to bring it up. Ending Walker. Obviously, he's probably the best young player we have in the UK or around Europe right now. What is it? And this might be a bit of a weird question, but like, because he's basically the same age or a similar age to you guys. What does it feel like watching him excel so quickly? What do you think it is? Is it like just his determination to be better at the game like you guys? The character he picked? What do you think it is? Cam, we'll get your opinion on it first.
I feel like it's just like I don't really see it as an age thing.
Okay.
For the most part, I see it more as just like he's just a really good player and he's grasped a really good knowledge of the game and his character. I think it's cool that he is young, so it means like, you know, the new generation of FGC is still going. But when I fight him in like bracket and stuff, it's just normal set play and stuff.
Okay.
It's just like it's cool to see him. It's cool to see him excel, though. It is.
Okay, fair play. 3Starz. What about you? Because obviously you're a similar age to, or basically around the same age as Cam and Ending Walker. I mean, do you feel you can get to the same levels as him, maybe for the next game, or like is it just good to see in general?
Yeah, I feel I could reach his level, but Ender Walker's, I would say, he does give me determination because every tournament he wins in Salt Mines, it just gives me like, you know, a bit of resilience to like try to beat Ender Walker.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah,
That's absolutely fantastic.
I like that. Actually, no. Now that you bring it up, Cam, do you think there's anyone in the UK that can beat Ending Walkers right now?
At the minute, no. I think he's one of the best in the UK at the minute.
Yeah.
Okay. 3Starz. What about you? Do you think anyone in the UK can beat Ending Walkers right now?
At the moment, I think maybe Hurricane or Muscle Move.
Okay. I think Hurricane's still in Cameroon, so we might have to put that one on hold. Muscle Noob, maybe. It is difficult, indeed. Right. Have you guys got any questions regarding SF5 before I move on to SF6 with these two, or do you want to just move on to SF6?
I would like to move on as time passes on. Sometimes we have to move on as well.
Yes. Thank you for imparting your philosophical moments again. Thank you. This is really useful.
You're most welcome, my friend.
So, first of all, Cam or 3Starz, did either of you get to play the closed beta for Street Fighter 6?
I did not.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so you went in the closed beta. All right. So, Cam, from what you've seen of Street Fighter 6, what do you think? Is that something you're interested in learning and playing, or is there something that is putting you off at the moment from the game?
I'm really interested in the look of the game. I think that the drive system looks like really good. Like there's nothing too broken about it by the looks of it. Like I was a bit worried about parry at first. I didn't want to do like a third strike base, like air parries I was scared of at first, but I think the game actually looks really well. I feel like it looks very slow in a way. Like it looks quite like Tekken-like almost, like in terms of slowness. Like I feel like the walk speed is very slow. The pace of the game, but then the pace of the game feels really quick. So like it feels like the characters are moving. I don't know. I feel like it would take a lot of adjustment. But the game does look really fun, and the combos look fun. It looks, I'm excited to try it out.
Okay. I will tell you one thing, because did you play Street Fighter 5 from the start? You didn't, did you?
No, I played in 2020.
Okay, so basically, what you said about Street Fighter 6 looking slow, the same exact thing was said about 5. When we first got our hands on 5 and people were seeing it, they said this game looks slow. what happens is it's because no one really knows what they're doing and they're still trying to find the optimal spacing, optimal combos and whatever. So I don't disagree with you. In some aspects, SF6 looks a bit slow, but over time, it will probably speed up. I'm not going to say it's going to go to the levels of SF5 because there won't be a V-trigger there. It'll probably speed up in different ways. But don't worry, it's not the first time I've heard someone say a game looks slow and it's like because no one really knows what they're doing at the start. But 3Starz, what about you? Are you looking forward to Street Fighter 6? Is there anything that like you're really interested in experimenting with when you get your hands on it, or are you just going to wait and then just take things out as they go when the game drops?
Yeah, I really want to try out Street Fighter 6 because I've been hearing about the netcode. According to the beta, a lot of people from UK will play like people from America or even people in Asia as well.
Yeah, I was playing someone from South Africa. I think I played someone from the US as well. Obviously, there were a lot of tournaments that were letting people in from all sorts of regions happening. US players were playing Japanese players. So it's definitely something that is everyone's looking forward to. So fingers crossed regarding that. Cam, is there any character that's taking your interest right now, or are you just going to wait and see for the full roster to drop in SF6?
I think I'm going to wait and see. I think if there's one thing I'm annoyed about with SF5 in terms of my character choosing, it's like lack of consistency.
Okay.
So but my first thought was to go to Jamie, but like I would kind of be annoyed being in a level system. I feel like I'd want my max power always, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think I'm going to wait and see for the other characters to drop.
If you ever feel the need to learn yoga, I will happily teach you.
Yeah, maybe I'll pick up Dalsim.
Cam, I think for your playstyle right today, I think you should test out Luke. I think Luke is he's different from Street Fighter 5, and I think more people should test him in Street Fighter 6. He's really fun to play in that game. It's really fun.
Definitely take it into consideration. 3Starz, is there any character right now that tickles your fancy in Street Fighter 6? Or are you going to wait and see when the final roster drops?
Yeah, I really want to try out Ryu because of his I've been seeing a lot of like new and endless combos.
Okay.
And Guile as well. Guile looked pretty cool as well.
Wow, 3Starz playing Guile. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
What about JP?
Oh yeah, JP. Yeah, hopefully JP will be like G. So.
Well, fingers crossed. We'll see about that. Right, also, I want to know from the both of you, because I think you both have entered one or two of the World Warrior events happening for Street Fighter 5 at the moment, the CPT. We'll start with Cam the Cipher. Cam, do you think the World Warrior program should return for Street Fighter 6 in terms of competitive play?
I think it should. I think it's a really good idea. I think it works because it truly does show who the best players are in that region, because there's tournaments. It's not like one tournament and, you know, if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. Tough luck. Like, I feel like it shows proper, like, in that top 8, you will have the best players in that region, so I think it's a really good idea. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the only reason I ask is because obviously I do want to get 3Starz' opinion on this as well, is because you guys are both young. So I don't know if you guys are considering going to, you know, international events or, you know, if there's an offline event or more offline events in the UK for SF6. So with the World Warrior program, now the tournament's happening online, like it could benefit you guys greatly. And look, maybe one of you guys could go to the cup, because there's a very strong chance that Ending Walker's going to the cup. There's a very strong chance that he can do that. But I mean, yeah, do you think the World Warrior, let me ask this question first before we move on to the next one. Do you think the World Warrior program should return in SF6 3Starz, or are you just happy with regular competitive play?
Yeah, I think the World Warrior should turn to Street Fighter. It'll be even better as well. If the netcode is the way it was in the beta, then it'll be even better from other regions, you know?
Okay, fair. Now, Cam, are you considering, because I did see you at Versus Fighting, are you considering going to future offline events or just weeklies, or maybe traveling to a different country, or is that something we're going to wait until maybe 1 or 2 years down the line in Street Fighter 6? Because you might not want to pursue something like this. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I would love to go to more offline tournaments. I think honestly, it's so much fun, the versus fighting. But I don't think there's many tournaments in the UK, and I'm like far too young to travel. I think at the minute it's got to like be a couple of years, and I think it takes some time for me to go to offline. But I would love to go to offline majors. Like I would love to have gone to UFA. The crossover, like I would have gone if I had the time and money. I would have gone.
Don't worry. When you start earning your own money and you got more time, believe me, I reckon you'll be traveling not just for games. I think you'll just be traveling in general.
Yeah.
For a young man, you have great wisdom.
Thank you.
I swear to God, I'm so glad this is only for one episode.
I think we should.
He might make it permanent.
Please don't make it permanent, please, because that will probably drive Veggey nuts more than it will drive me nuts. But
I do not understand what you're talking about.
3Starz, is traveling abroad for fighting games ever been a consideration for you? Are you just more than content of just playing them online?
Yeah, I really wish I could do an offer. Yeah, no netcode problems. Meeting all the other pro players there. It would be a good experience.
Okay, well, listen, maybe down the line you guys keep playing, and then because you guys are in a different generation to myself, Dalsim, and Veggey. There's more, there's more teams around. There's more opportunities for you guys as well. Obviously, well, a lot of you, including Andy Walker as well, you're underage at the moment, but it's there's a lot more opportunities than there was for you guys than there was for us about 8 to 10 years ago. So definitely keep playing, stay active. Veggey, you got any other questions you want to ask them regarding SF6 or?
I mean, one thing that I thought was interesting to hear is that since you guys, Cam didn't start with the Street Fighter 5, but since it's like one of the first games where you reached a high level, I assume, how do you feel about transitioning to a new fighting game? Are you scared or about it at all, or are you just excited? Let's start with Cam, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm mostly excited. I think it's just genuine. It's just normal, like, fears that I won't be as good in Street Fighter 6 as I am in 5. But it's like any game. I'll learn it because it's a fighting game. I can just improve because it's only myself. So I can just look at my gameplay. I can work it out, and I'll get used to it.
Okay,
It's a good attitude.
Yeah, that's a good attitude and answer.
Definitely a good attitude. 3Starz, what about you? Are you afraid of the transition, or are you gonna just take the bull by the horns and just embrace it?
If I have a chance, maybe I'll try to transition.
Okay, fair.
Yep.
That's absolutely fine there. Right, I believe we are running out of time. So I'm going to hit you guys with one last question before I let you guys have the final word before we let you go. So, if you guys are aware, Cam and 3Starz, there are, this is a surprise question I like asking people, they are putting, or there are commentators, real-time commentators in Street Fighter 6. Now, if you could pick 2 commentators to be DLC commentators, who would you want those to be? Cam the Cipher, you first, if you got 2 choices.
Jammerz, I want you in there. I want
Nice.
the commentators. I don't even know any commentators. This is embarrassing.
Wow. Well, you know me, that's all that counts.
I know, that's all that matters. Yeah, I think they've picked all the other commentators I would have put in. So yeah, I'd say I'd add to you, Jammerz.
Okay, fair. Right, my ego's not gonna be big for tonight at all. No.
Of course not.
3Starz, what about you? If you do watch competitive Street Fighter, you see all the commentators. Is there any commentator that you want to see in Street Fighter 6 as a DLC commentator? Is your choices already in the game?
I have quite a lot of choices. To be honest, I want 3 of you there.
I'll make since Cam only gave 1, I'll give you the exception. You can pick 3.
Thank you.
There are 2 others. Logan Sama and Apple.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I really like those commentators. They're really entertaining.
Sweet. I like that. Did you say have a 3rd one, or you just want Logan and F-word?
Oh, no, that's
Okay, fair. No, that's great. So like all 3 of us got picked. The European team. Woo! Woo! Maybe they'll get us. Come on, Capcom.
Fantastic.
Please put us
Team
in the game.
sets.
Team set. Hey, listen, that might be a DLC pack as well. Who knows? I'm not saying anything. It could be a possibility. But yeah, it would be interesting indeed. But yes, gentlemen, I believe we are just out of time. So Richard, if you want to put their fight card so that people can know where to follow these guys, this would be absolutely sublime. Yes. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, these are our up and coming talent. They're already good at Street Fighter 5. Let's see how they do in Street Fighter 6 when they come around. But until then, they're going to keep causing damage and use their 3-bar V triggers to ruin everybody's day. And that's all they should be doing and having a good time. But yes, gentlemen, I give you the podium for your final words before we let you go. Cam, is there anything you want to plug, anyone you want to thank, or anything you want to say before we let you go?
I want to thank everyone that's helped me and supported me on my journey to this first to 10. And if you want to watch a very inconsistent streamer, then you can find me at twitch.tv/Cipher.
Sweet indeed. Right, and 3Starz. The podium's yours. You can defend yourself as to why Aura is not the best character in the game. Is he there? Have we lost him? There you
sorry, no, I stopped being Oro. Best character, even though I did beat him.
Even though you beat me 10-6.
Do you know what? I love that he's adamant and he's sticking with that pin. I respect it. But yes, 3Starz. Is there anyone you'd like to thank? Anyone you want to plug before we let you go?
All I can say is thank you for having me on.
Perfect. That is absolutely sublime there. Now, gentlemen, when you guys are ready, you can leave the Discord call so myself, Veggey, and Dalsim can close out the show. And then I will drop you both a message in the Twitter group chat with thanking you once again later.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming on, the both of you. Right. Hopefully, apologize to your parents if I've kept you over your bedtime. But yes, when you guys are ready, you can leave the call. But it's great to have these guys on because this was fantastic to see. 3Starz and Cam the Cipher, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
But yeah,
fantastic. Thank you very much.
Well,
fantastic young players. They have a bright future in their head. I'm not a clairvoyant. I cannot see 5 years in the future, but I do see glimpses of the future, and I can sense that they have a great future ahead.
Are you Rose or Dawson?
I do possess telepathy now that you ask, my friend. So this is why I can sometimes peer into the future.
So Dawson, Mr. Brain's brain is kind of big. Should be easy for you to read his outro to this episode. Do you think you could read what Jammerz would say as an outro to this like closing statement? Could you read Jammer's closing statement from his mind?
I do not want
We might have some thing to show first. I don't know. Maybe I skipped too fast. I just thought that might be interesting.
You're clearly rushing ahead, Veggey. Sometimes you should do some yoga exercises like breathing in and breathing out. Just, letting the time pass as it's meant to be.
Well, we will let that time pass indeed. But yes, it was great to have both the gentlemen on the show. Learn more about that matchup as well as their opinions and just their thought process regarding the game. Keep an eye out for those two, please. They are only two of some of the many young players we have, not just in the UK, but in the scene in general. And we got to nurture these guys and make sure that they don't get bombarded by the Twitter trolls too hard. They will have their opinions. And I did say, when you put something in a public place, expect to be people to fire back. Ending Walker can tell you that. He can definitely tell you that. But either way, it's fun to see these guys as well in full effect. But do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, there is Street Fighter happening around the clock. There is more Street Fighter League US happening this Friday as well. It happens every Friday. My stream team will put the website up on the screen very shortly for you guys today. It should show you the next week 5, I believe, with the upcoming schedule as well. High-level competition happening over there, and the page hasn't come up yet, so I'm going to keep waiting for it while we do that.
Don't worry.
But of course,
you are doing fantastic.
Yeah, well, of course I'm doing fantastic. I have to. Got to hold it down somehow with my co-host here and you, Dalsim, as well. But yes,
thank you.
You can catch the archives of all the previous episodes for Street Fighter League US on the YouTube channel, as well as Street Fighter League EU. I mean, when we are ready for the cues, because my hat's started to fall off now, to put these things into perspective. There
It's
is...
a heavy burden. Such a big brain.
There it is. We got Street Fighter League US. There's the website. Just hit streetfighterleague.com. It should take you to the US website, global. And this is what week 5 coming up. You can see the upcoming battles, the schedule, as well as more information regarding that as well. Some good games happened over the past episode as well. But yes, you scroll down, and then there is the week 5 with lovely Oil King there to show you. It shows you all the teams, the US, and everything there as well. Non-stop Street Fighter action for you guys to consume as well. Like we said, that's on Fridays, but every Monday, it's my people's. We're in the backyard, right? We just had week 4. Week 5 will be coming up soon. But like we said, Street Fighter League EU, there is the website there, streetfighterleagueeurope.com. You can go over there. And again, the English broadcast will be put on the following social media outlets, the YouTube channel and the Twitch, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters is what we are now. And you get to see Street Fighter League Pro Europe. People have been loving it, apparently. Not many Lukes, not many top tiers, quite a number
LPS,
of characters.
Loops per second.
Shout out to Broski. Yeah, shout out to Broski. But yeah, it's been a good time, and watching these unfold and watching people just enjoy it in general. And fingers crossed, we get some more Street Fighter League for Street Fighter 6. And don't forget as well, Street Fighter League Japan is on the YouTube channel as well. But yes,
I have
believe...
to say that before you close out the show, I would say that it would not be a stretch to say that people have been enjoying Street Fighter League.
That is true. I wasn't going to close the show yet.
Yeah, I don't think Jammerz just said that. So.
No, but I like that. I like that.
Genius read.
Yeah,
right
genius
now,
read.
Dawson.
Richard, apparently we got... Yes! This is it. I totally forgot. So, this week, because we are in November now, this week, 5 days from now, it's the 5th and final ranking for the UK World Warrior. This is what's going to be cementing the places in the regional final, which will be happening December 4th. So, if you do have time, it should be on the Sunday. It should be on the Sunday, yes. Come and tune in to UK. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. If I've got time, I actually haven't been playing the game recently, so I'm just going to probably enter and see how far I can actually go. It's going to be an interesting tournament there, and hopefully you guys can join up. Make sure you follow Saltmine League on the following social media outlets, because they don't only just do the UK World Warriors. They do Germany, they do European East, they do Western Europe as well. They cover a fair bit. So hopefully you can join us on twitch.tv/Saltmine this Sunday coming. And then that will be it from us. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed the show. Let us know on Twitter at HCJammers, at Veggey SF, at Olvaha, or at Dalsim SF, whatever you want to say.
Yes.
Say whose prop or whose costume is better. I like my hat.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. I like this hat, all right? You don't have to like it. I do.
I think I look dangerous. Would you like to also hear a yoga-related joke at the end?
You know what? Richard, hand it over to Dalsim. It seems he's got a few parting words to leave with the peoples. Because apparently we've got one more advert. Let me find out what that last advert is before we hand it over to Dalsim. We got one more advert. I'll tell you what that advert is, because it should be maybe a CPT related one. It could be something different. Is it not there? Is it not there? No. Okay, we've got another one indeed. Okay, I was not aware of this, but I'm aware of it now. There is some more new Challenger Series online tournaments. There's online tournaments happening all over the gap, but this is just one of the ones you can sign up for, and they have good competition happening as well. Join their Discord as well. Joining Discord servers and getting to know people and improve your gameplay is super important. So make sure you join the New Challenger Discord at discord.com/New Challenger for the online tournaments, the one-on-one, the group coaching, and obviously watch back your replays with a high-level player or a professional in that regard. But make sure you follow New Challenger on all the following social media outlets there. Learn, train, fight, get upset at Oro. That's what they did.
That sounded like an announcer. That was great.
But I will tell you this now. Dalsim, please. You've been sending us words and a video.
That is my friend Veggey on the screen right now.
Okay. Clearly, we're going to play this video later.
You're not going to like the answer.
My favorite player is the man standing.
I don't know what we're doing now.
He is my favorite. I keep telling him to.
I think we need to restart it.
Yeah.
I think Veggey, you should play me at some point. Possibly, if you're looking for a more powerful fighter in your arsenal.
Well, the video played out. If you haven't seen Veggey's comedic video, go and watch that, and make sure you follow him on Twitter. That was quite the fumble. But there he is. Right.
Greetings, everyone. I just wanted to thank all of you for this opportunity to keep appear in this show because I have heard that there is one commentator especially who has been giving me a bad name, so to speak. So I stand corrected here as I have been able to defend my own points of view in life. And like I said, if I have to use standing medium kick 500 times, I will keep using that. And at the end, I wanted to ask you, Jammerz and Veggey, why is the apple so good at yoga?
Enlighten us, oh great
What?
one.
Why is the apple so good at yoga?
Yes.
Because it's round?
No, it has a great core. Have a nice week, everyone.
Wow.
One, can I give two? You can only give one because there are only two.
Favorite Norwegian player is Phenom.
You're not gonna like the answer.
My favorite player is the man standing next to me is Veggey. He is my favorite, but I keep telling him to pick a better character in the game because he's suffering in silence at this point.
It's going to be Phenom, unfortunately, Veggey. I'm sorry.